Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and then they got go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Many of you are very talented, but if you really want to wow me today, you're going to have to show something extra. Little thing I've coined heart.
I think his mom, drank when she was pregnant or something.
Attaboy, JD. Hustle, hustle.
I believe in you, JD. Don't listen to those motherfuckers.
I know your heart's on the football field, but I need your head in history class, Mr. Vance.
Yes, Vance, yes.
That stupid freak will never make the team. He's a loser.
Fuck you, Gavin. You and your dad are both gay.
Damn it, Vance, I wish I had 100 of you. If only you could get those godforsaken test scores up.
If you ask a hot chick to prom, I'll give you a C because history smiles upon the bold.
Asking me for my permission to ask my daughter to prom is a really classy move.
Vance past history. Now let's go beat the shit out of the Soros High Goblins.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome into a Saturday CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage IDOT of Unit 199. Happy to see all of you here. It's been a very interesting day, to say the least. Audio bad? What? Hang on. Let's see what's going on here. Hang on.
All right, is that better? Is that better? Testing, testing, testing. Is that better? Hello, hello, hello. That should be better now. Well, you can thank StreamYards for that. You can thank StreamYards. StreamYards, even though I pay for the top tier package on StreamYard, it still sucks. But just like almost everything else in the fucking world, it's the best option I have, even though it sucks. But anyway, is that better now? Yeah, StreamYards loves to change the microphone on you. It's so bad. It aggravates the hell out of me. Like, dude, why can't you just work? I think I pay I don't know if is it up to $100 a month I pay for this shit now? And it doesn't even work. But guess what? It's covered this month because Harley Dave just dropped a $100 super chat. Hey, good Jeremy Prime, how was your weekend? This is a pre-stream grifter tax. Has anyone tried to give Orange Jur Bad a proper intervention? He's out of control, obviously drunk and or on drugs, and now it's boiling over. If Gary gets involved, you know shit is wild. This is an accurate statement. You know the situation is out of control when Gary is involved because Gary can't stand internet drama. And you know what? This isn't internet drama. This is a serious situation where people's livelihoods are being taken from them and threatened. And that's why you know that it has gone well beyond drama, because drama is, little pissing contest with creators over something that, is going to have 50% of the audience on one side and 50% on the other side. This is like 98% of people are siding against the quartering because the quartering is wrong. And his ego doesn't allow him to view anything that he's done wrong. He thinks that everyone else is wrong. It's everybody else's fault. So yeah, when Gary gets involved, you kind of know shit's in a crazy place. Douchebag brand douchebags. Thank you, Harley Dave. I really appreciate it. And he says, Hail Kino Cucino. He did say that. I could only Gary. We're sitting here with this, this like focus. We're all focused on this topic, and then Gary ends it with Hail Kino Cucino. And I'm like, that's the most Friday Night Tights thing ever. But yeah, I mean, today things have popped off even crazier because the quartering decided to, go after us or respond. To be fair, it is a response. Okay. So with lies, you got community noted. Everybody's been going live talking about it. I saw Side Scrollers was live. Dermy Wormy's live. Camelot's going to be live. Flashcast is going to be off the chain tonight. It's crazy, man. And we'll talk a little bit about it, but somebody that has, I think, opened up a lot more perspective on this is Britney Venti. Her stream today was very eye-opening. Hill Riffs says Saturday pre-stream Hanta virus? Hentai virus is what a lot of people want to call it. BS tax. Thank you. Mod Eric says, how is the weekend treating you? I mean, Grifton's good, so we'll just stick with that, right? Let's see. Please don't cut Chrissy any slack. She knew and treated us like we were stupid. I think that's the core of the problem, and I think that's ultimately what needs to be fully understood here. Ban Nielsen says, have you tried the new Resident Evil 9 DLC? I haven't. I'm sure Beardo has. I haven't even beat the game. So, Little Jim Taylor says, what are the oranges for? Good, Jer. Zenny Biscuit says, what are the orange gantons for? Moho Ping for $1. Bubba Doom says, was those oranges before eating, or was that, you mean oranges before eating them? What the fuck is this? What does this even mean? Holy crap. Drew Barr says echo tax. I do like this one right here. This is the terminally online grifters are fighting. A lot of projection there, brother. If you spend as much time watching people that you like as much as you spend watching me, someone you hate, I'm guessing you're very unemployed. Okay. Like extremely unemployed. So just saying. And I respect it. Okay. I respect it. Bubba Doom says, damn. Oh, there it is. Wash the oranges before eating. Okay. That's what you were trying to talk about. All right. Wyoming Sasquatch says audio tax. Dean H says orange tax. I saw there was a comment on Nerdrotic Daily where we clipped out the Friday Night Tights section, and somebody's like, I have no idea what the hell's going on. And then the top reply was, you're not unemployed enough to know what's going on. Pabo Yogi says, get your shit together for the trial. Even if it's Jeremy's stream on D-Day Cobra 2 channel. I miss Ricada. But no real jokes with this one. Do it. No, we will absolutely be covering that trial. It's going to be a wild one, and there's going to be a lot of people that are covering it. So Big Luigi says, just got done watching Venti's videos. Didn't know he was a creep to the 12%. I mean, all this could be avoided, man, if you just apologize and be honest about it and be transparent with people. Like I am so blown away that we are still in this place where he just can't get out of his own way. It's the wildest thing I have ever seen. And yeah, I mean, look, let's talk a little bit about it. So today the quartering decided he was going to respond. Worski has this screenshot because, of course, so yesterday we addressed a lot of the stuff going on. Quartering put out this tweet. So a show full of anti-woke culture warriors banned one of their co-hosts for daring to interview someone they didn't like. They literally used language like, quote, she has to educate herself. They fought SJWs so long they became them. The sad thing is people will support this. So that was our first clue that it was Miller time. So I think I responded pretty articulately. Now the post is gone because he has since deleted the tweet. But I think I had a really level-headed and articulate response, and I would appreciate if you guys would, send me super chats as a sign of respect that you think that I did a good job in my well thought out response, because I really knew that we're dealing with someone that's going through some stuff right now. So my response needs to be respectful, truthful, and with all the context. So here's my response to the quartering. Drink up, buddy. I'll even help you. I mean, that's what else can you say? All right. That's what else am I supposed to say? I mean, here you go, man. Here you go, Leahy. Go ahead and have another one, buddy. All right. I mean, what else is there to say? And of course, yes, that post has been deleted. Oh man. So that's it. I'm just like, let me help you there, quartering. Let me go ahead. Bottles up. It's Miller time, buddy. Great show. Best thing Canada's ever made. You know what's crazy? Years ago, for whatever reason, I'd never watched Trailer Park Boys. Do you guys know who introduced me to Trailer Park Boys? Shockingly enough, Krista sends me like a clip of Trailer Park Boys. And I'm like, yeah, this is crazy. This is funny as hell. Had no idea it was made in Canada. Had no idea. A Canadian, yes, telling me about Trailer Park Boys. So that happened. And of course, before it got deleted, right here, there is a community note that was put on there that the co-host in question was not banned. They were simply not present for this show. The show was addressed at the start, or this issue was addressed at the start of the episode. That's an accurate. Now, as soon as the community note comes in, of course, the deleting of tweets starts happening. And he blocked me. So he did block me right there. Again, this is the third time now he's blocked me. And listen, man, I'm all whatever works for you. Melanie Mack had this tweet: liars cannot be reasoned with. That's why it's so much better to just keep living life and not pay attention to these kinds of people. You will never win if you try to negotiate with a liar. People are bored. Go do something in IRL land. The internet ain't real. Josiah says, want to know what is real? Israel? Getting an income source taken away when your channel gets false flagged. Boom. Right there. Boom. And that pretty much clears it up right there. Josiah rises off the top rope. Done. So more was revealed today on Britney Venti's stream. And this is where the F&T response is going to age like fine wine. Not that it didn't have an immediately good response, because I feel like 98% of the internet looks at this response and feels like this is a very level-headed response. We even towards the end of it, I did mention that, shout out to Chrissy for leaving the comment section open and not taking the video down, the live stream with Melanie Mack, because she was getting annihilated, and she did leave that up. I also mentioned how Quartering never does that with his streams because he's scared of comments. But Britney Venti had a stream today, and she kind of went through this stream that was 2 weeks ago with Nina Infinity, Verbal Riot, and Chrissy Mayer. Now, for those that need to understand more, Chrissy's whole premise here was that she didn't understand the drama that was going on when she had Melanie Mack on, and the chat was bombarding her. That was her premise, is that she didn't understand it. That was her premise, okay? This is 2 weeks ago. Let's listen in.
About him at least attempting to take down channels. Okay, important detail here, in case you guys are wondering. This is streamed 2 weeks ago, April 22nd. April 22nd, way before the Melanie Mack stream.
I'm not up on it. So
yeah, he tried to get a lot of channels deplatformed.
So now we're gonna see how much she knew, because that's really the question. How much did she know? Because it's not adding up.
Because I'm surprised he hasn't gone after Britney Venti. Like I'm shocked.
I think it's because she's
been
just
relentless, man.
She's too big. I think she's just too big for him to try and take down.
Well,
and
he did tweet recently, I don't know if this is today, about that he is going to start going after the people that
see, like Chrissy's making references.
Oh my God, is
so she knows that he was going after people, because when I tweeted that was
she's making references to it, right? This is 2 weeks ago. This is a terrible look.
About him going after other people, and I believe that was the same day, because Nina's gonna pull it up, where he said he would get my scalp. I've been working with Chrissy for like 8 years or something. Been with her since she's been a small channel, and he's like saying he's gonna get my scalp because I'm calling him out for trying to deplatform and successfully doing so the Keno Casino.
River Miles with $200. There's only one Jeremy Prime. The Quartering is a fig. Boom. Listen, I appreciate the fact that all of you, like, the name Jeremy Prime came from the chat. And I briefly, for a while there, I moved away from the name Jeremy Prime. And then it was weird because someone actually, like a hater, thought that Jeremy Prime, they thought my real last name was Prime. And I couldn't believe that. I was like, how stupid are you? So now I'm going back with it. So the chat always wins. But you guys years ago gave me that name. I ran with it, moved away from it. And then some hater thought they thought that was like my real name. It was so funny. So it's so good. But thank you, River Miles. I appreciate it.
So it's like, what about how that affects me, and also how it affects all of us? Because of this false flagging wave, by the way, now all of our streams can get taken down. I have to go on Kick because every time I do a live stream.
Yeah, and this is the problem. I know that I've seen some people in the comments are like, dumb drama. Listen, man, I get it. Most people, not most people, but there's a lot of people that, especially that watch my streams, you're probably not going to care about today's stream, because today's stream is going to be very focused on all of this, and just getting the clarity on this. And I will get Danky if you're watching, because I have told Danky to not clip out a lot of my internet drama stuff. But like, we've transcended drama. This is a serious problem, and more and more creators that actually believe in free speech need to be talking about this. But with what Britney Venti has, exposed today, I think it's necessary context for what we talked about on Friday Night Tights and why we handled it the way we handled it.
Mentioning the Quartering, it's taking a risk. Now, will I still take the risk sometimes? Yeah. But all of us are taking a risk every time we cover this because of the Quartering. And this directly affects FNT and their income. It affects me, it affects Nina, it affects Chrissy, and it affects Melanie, because people are going to counteract and start doing the same thing because everyone's out.
don't care about any of your streams, Jeremy. Harley, this is the snake pit audience to a T right here. Harley Dave drops $100 super chat, but also says, I don't care about any of your streams, Jeremy. I fucking love you, chat. I do.
Agitated. So, you know, she's acknowledging that he's coming after me, and then it's like, well, I didn't know how bad it was. Well, that's not bad enough. Like, what at what point is it like you know enough? And I know it's like she didn't have quartering on, she had Melanie on, but what was it? What was that tweet? It was like April 19th. She replied under Melanie about the quartering drama. So
no, here's the thing, and that is a good point. She did have Melanie on. She didn't have the quartering on. That is a valid point. And I'm not saying in the moment that you have to handle everything the right way, because you never know, man. When your audience goes from an average of I don't know what she normally gets on her streams, a few hundred people, and when your audience goes from a few hundred people to 900 to 1,000 people that are bombarding your chat, that is a very overwhelming moment, no doubt about it. Okay, I in the moment, I'm not judging anybody in the moment when there's more context beyond it. But unfortunately, the context beyond the moment kind of continues to co-sign the problems within the moment. It's a tough situation to be in that environment. But as we've gotten more information on this, it's clear that Chrissy had a lot more knowledge of the situation than she has let on. That is directly disrespectful to the audience. And the audience is the only reason we are here. It's the only reason we do what we do. And we have to be honest with them and transparent with them as much as humanly possible. And unfortunately, that's not happening right now.
Again, it feels like willful ignorance when this is her job. I don't expect her to know everything. I really don't. But this was trending for 3 weeks, even considering she was busy. It's like, okay, then don't stream with her. Do the research first, so that you can have some pushback with somebody who's helping deplatforming. And then Quartering's Coffee Brand Coffee is in her in Chrissy's YouTube description. Like,
and on top of that, like look at how Melanie popped into this world. You remember how Melanie just came out of nowhere and ended up in the this whole sphere of the internet, and she just started dropping the F slur so she could get a bunch of traction online. And then, of course, everybody's like, ooh, there's a chick dropping the F slur and she plays video games. She's cool. And she ended up obviously on all of our channels, and she just came out of nowhere, and then you look back and you start looking at like where she came from, where she got ran out of, and she needed a new place. Here we are. And apparently she addressed unfollowing me on Twitter yesterday. She claimed that she didn't soft block me. She said that she didn't unfollow, or she unfollowed me and forced me to unfollow her, which sounds a lot like a soft block. I also have no way to message her on Twitter now. So that does line up with a block and then unblock, which is funny because, again, I think it's super funny when you shut off communication with someone that actually has your phone number on social media. Like, I don't communicate with her on Twitter anyway. I never interacted with her fucking Twitter. Look, to be clear, Melanie, I've had you muted for over a year on Twitter because you were annoying as fuck. I just didn't say anything because whatever. But I've had you muted for like a year. I think you're annoying as shit. I think you've been annoying for a long fucking time. I never interacted with her. I never responded to her.
It doesn't look good. And it's like, at what point? At what point is it that you know enough? Anger McFadden, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate it.
Is he doing it today?
And I don't have Madam Savvy muted because I love Madam Savvy. She's our favorite autist. I see her.
And that's why I did my stream on Rumble, because I was like, I'm not going to talk about him on freaking YouTube.
Yeah, let me send this to you.
Yeah, I mean, Venti just.
So just so you guys know, I didn't know about this till today. I did not see this stream until today. I knew that at some point Nina had streamed with Chrissy, probably because they work together a lot. But
dude, can you guys imagine if Savvy and Venti bring their autism together? I'm honestly scared of that. If Madam Savvy and Britney Venti bring their autism together, that might destroy the internet.
Maybe Nina mentioned it passing, but I didn't see the stream and know the gravity of it till today because Nina went back and watched, and then she realized how much that had been said, that it's like, wait, Chrissy knew a lot. So that's why I'm playing this today.
Put out another video, like I think yesterday or
I
today.
saw her video yesterday. Yeah, he's scared of her. I think he is. I think
Dude, I'm scared of her, man. I would never want to get Britney Venti angry.
We're friends.
I would never want to piss that girl off ever.
That's true. You don't want to be on Britney Venti's bad side. You really don't.
My turtle peed on her. Like,
bro, did you see how Venti just took a sip of her drink and looked at the camera when they're saying that? Like, absolute savage. Look at this.
Yeah,
watch her.
He's scared of her. I think he is.
Watch
Dude,
Britney.
I'm scared of her, man. I would never want to get Britney Venti angry.
We're friends.
Look how she's looking at the camera. Holy shit.
I would never want to piss that girl off ever.
That's true. You don't want to be on Britney Venti's bad side. You really don't.
My turtle peed on her like last summer or 2 summers ago, and
that girl has weaponized her autism, man. Like, I'm telling you.
Oh no. Okay, let's share these before Jeremy drunk deletes these.
In case anybody is curious about the turtle thing, I was at her place and she had people over, and she has this pet turtle, and it peed on me when I picked it up, and I had to go to the bathroom and clean it up. Like, I was like, oh, can I pick it up? And then I picked it up and peed on me. So.
Tweets.
That's so
Let's
sad.
see.
It's so sad because I liked him.
Never, yeah, me too. Nearly everyone profiting off spreading vicious lies on my name. I've been nothing but nice to everyone. Nice to.
So Nina pulls up this tweet, and this is the one where Quartering says he's going to come for Geeks and Gamers, me, Yellow Flash, and Side Scrollers. This is the heckin' Elmo is mad tweet. So Chrissy is seeing this. Nina is reading it to her.
Over the years, the receipts are on my side. I've let it be for weeks, but I guess if they really want me on my villain arc, I will oblige. Oh.
So kind of understanding now that Chrissy had more knowledge of this. Again, just because you have Melanie on doesn't mean that you're responsible to talk about Quartering. I get all that. Once the chat starts overwhelmingly screaming all of these questions, at that point in time, you're just like, you know what, chat? I get it. I get it. Quartering is a piece of shit. I've seen everything he's done. I was on a stream with a couple of my friends, and they broke it all down for me. It's absolutely ridiculous. At this point in time, I had Melanie on, and that's not really the intent of it. And I think that maybe at a later date, I would love to maybe get her and maybe a couple other people on. But in the moment, I'm not really prepared to do that. But I am fully aware of everything going on. That's kind of the only way you can kind of temper it in that moment. But instead of going like, I'm not sure what's going on, guys. I don't know how this, what do you mean? That's where the problem really, really was.
Oh, no.
I'm laughing at people saying that Britney's under attack by the woke left turtle.
Oh, I don't want to hear anyone telling me to be calm. These fucking losers yellow.
I have no idea. By the way, I have no idea why she mentioned the turtle peeing on me. What's that about? Why randomly? It's like the cake topper thing. It's like.
Surly SOB for 100. I'm ignorant to YouTube etiquette. Is everyone mad at Mayor because she had Mac on and didn't play along with the dog pile? I couldn't care less about Mac or the Quartering, but Chrissy, Ryan, and Az are my favorite parts of F&T. You don't count because you never show up. Yeah, it's a very layered problem. It's a very layered problem. I think what happens right now, and I say this with all love and respect, that right now, with everything surrounding the quartering, you're dealing with peak autism, okay? Peak autism. And when you're dealing with peak autism, every detail matters. Now, the internet sees through BS, and that's a general consensus across it. Like, obviously, certain people more than others, but the internet sees through it. And that stream with Melanie Mack, it was clear that Chrissy knew more than she was letting on. And I think that that is the source of this, is that people realized that they were not being respected and treated properly, with the host acknowledging their issues. And that anger is being redirected anywhere people can have an outlet, because the person at the center of it has decided to silence all of them. And so those people are trying to express their anger wherever they can, because the source of it has silenced everybody. The person that stands for free speech has silenced everybody. And those people are now looking for an outlet anywhere they can go. And I do feel like Chrissy could have handled that entire situation better, but at the same time, I understand in that moment, it's a tough environment in the moment to deal with. But the more now that we are finding out that she, right here, this stream we're watching was 2 weeks ago, where Nina and Verbal Riot give her the whole lay of the land with the quartering. The moment you find out someone is false flagging, you have to call that out as a content creator. You have to. There's no playing stupid about that. Once you're made aware that somebody is false flagging, and whether you agree with it or not, it doesn't really matter. This is how the internet works. False flaggers have to be checked. They have to be called out. They have to be exposed. Because if they are successful, then this whole world that we are in is completely fucked. It's the only thing that we all have that's a unifier. No false flagging. No stealing of content. But it is a very fair question from your perspective. And I understand that. And I would imagine half my audience here does not know all the details. And I do respect where you're coming from. Willie Will for a proper 199 says, love the new thumbnail going around with Jeremy's red eyes. Hail Snake Pit. Which one? Are you talking about the one, like the one with me? Because Smash JT put that one out, because he was covering this whole thing the other day. So Smash JT put a thumbnail out with my red eyes and a Geeks and Gamers hat. Is that the one you're talking about, Willie Will? I think that's the one. But if so, yes. Let's see here. Quartering did say that, didn't he? There's so much to this. Quartering said he I'm gonna hide. I believe so. Okay, thank you, Willie Will. Yes, so Quartering did make this statement right here, if I can find it. I thought this was a political channel. No, retard. Let's see. Where's it at? I'll just have to say it. But Quartering basically made the comment that he wants to put a baby in Venti. That's what he said publicly. Like, you don't know her, bro. Like not like that. Like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Holy crap.
That's pretty random to bring up. Oh, I like that zesty orange emote in chat. I like that.
I don't want to hear anyone telling me to be calm. These fucking losers, Yellow Flash, side scrollers, Britney, Geeks
I guess
and
it is
Gamers.
like funny to just randomly bring up, I guess.
They have all turned heel and decided 1 week's ad revenue is worth selling their souls, and so I will oblige.
That is such
Damn.
bullshit.
So yeah, Nina just got done reading the entire tweet of the Quartering saying he's going to take me down and people just generally in this space.
What does that mean?
Ooh.
Pretty clear what it means.
I think it's pretty obvious
Yeah.
what it means. So it's like, even when it's read, it's like read directly to her. It's like, what does it mean? It's like, I understand you're friends with the quartering, but like, at what point? At what point is he in the wrong? He comes after me, somebody that's been working with you for like 8 years. Like for example, like I sacrificed a lot of my time to go on Simpcast. I sacrificed that, you know, I didn't get paid for it. And I went on how many episodes, right? And, you know, I even helped host the live panel.
All right, so here Britney gets a little emotional. I'm not really interested in watching her cry on stream, so let's move past this, okay? Yeah, she gets a little emotional there.
With the mouth kind of thing,
All
like
right.
they don't care what they're saying. They're like, they don't have a filter. But so the editing guy was going around editing, like, you know, some of the stuff they say, so this becomes YouTube friendly. But the thing is that most people don't understand, and I know you do, Chrissy, because you're a content creator and you do verbal, but most people don't understand like what YouTube gets for like ban evasion, because that's what they got banned for, is ban evasion. Is that it's not about who runs the channel, it's what's on the channel.
I agree, Savvy. I agree. You know, F&T, I don't know if somebody wants to say this. Somebody told me this, but I'm not the originator of this. F&T's been going for a long fucking time. No drama among hosts. You bring one woman into the fucking equation and suddenly the whole thing's blowing the fuck up. So there you have it.
So like if you're like this happened to Steven Crowder in 2020. Steven Crowder had a channel and they got banned because of the 2020 stuff. And then he had a clips channel, but the clips channel was run by a fan. Like,
yeah, she's breaking quite a lot down at this point.
What about X-Ray Girl? She's not allowed to talk, so that's why X-Ray Girl's perfect for the show. She's not allowed to have an opinion. She's not allowed to speak. So we just, you know, basically we let the chat look at her. Pretty much it.
Louder for Crowder, but
Win-win.
Because he had clips from Louder for Crowder, they banned the channel. And the guy was like, "This is like he's not even has anything to do with me." And Crowder even used that excuse to try and get him appealed. And they were like, "No, like because you're a banned creator, like you are not allowed to be on YouTube. So therefore, whatever kind of channel you have cannot feature you basically as a video." And so therefore, that's what happened to the Kino Casino Clips channel. They got him on.
So this is even in depth. Like, hey, this is.
What up, Nandy? 450 says, I know I might be in the minority, but I believe Chrissy was trying to be nice to Melanie and not put her in a position on the show to answer chat. We'll wait on Chrissy's stream tomorrow night. And that is a very solid take right there. And I think everybody should, whatever time Chrissy's stream is, hear her out, hear her own words. That she absolutely deserves that. She 100% deserves to be heard and to give her full perspective on this. I want to be very clear about that. And I agree with everything you're saying right there. She 100% does. I think right now, and again, this is just my opinion, but Melanie Mack is like a fucking disease. If you're going to have her anywhere near what you're doing, get ready for the fucking baggage to follow you. Same with the quartering. These two deserve each other. And stay the fuck away from these two because they are bringing all their bullshit with them wherever they go. JMNZZ says women know everything right until consequences, uncle consequences and cousin accountability come calling, then they don't know nothing. If that sounds sexist, don't worry. I don't mind sounding sexist at all. Thank you. JMNZZ450. Thank you, brother. River Miles says Kata is over 5 foot, not an alien, confirmed. True disclosure of pics is 3.5 to 4 foot aliens. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just wait, man. I can't wait for main event. We need Tree Bear, I'm going to need a lot of Kada alien memes for main event on Tuesday. You got a couple of days to work this out, all right? Kada alien memes for Tuesday night's main event. Make it happen. Harley Dave for $100 says, hey, good Jer Prime. Got any insights for new content creators looking to start channels right now? Maybe boundaries around dealing with the chat, reporting channels, false flagging, content piracy, and properly hailing casino, aside from leaving women out of it? That's a very good question, Harley Dave. And I appreciate you teeing that up for me. And ultimately, yeah. I mean, I didn't learn all of this shit, just like overnight. Like I've been doing YouTube for a while now, and a lot of this stuff has come over the years of, seeing other people making all these mistakes and stuff like that. But right now, YouTube truly is it's not as much as it used to be, because it used to be back in the day, YouTube was a place that self-policed itself. And that's old school YouTube. Now we're in this era of AI, and AI is terrifying. And so this is kind of unified creators, even creators that hate each other, even creators that can't stand each other. This has unified so many people to just understand that unless it's an extreme situation of someone literally making a direct threat of violence or doxing you or your family directly, you do not report any channels for being mean, for talking bad about you, for anything like that. You just don't do it. This is a very, very clear rule. And so yes, if you want to talk about extreme measures, yeah, there are extreme measures. But I will be honest with you, when those extreme measures happen, those situations almost get dealt with immediately anyway. I mean, look at me. I was on a stream the other day on this channel, and I got hit for something that I absolutely didn't even do by the AI bots. So yeah, in the extreme situations, those have to be dealt with. But 99.9% of situations are just people being mean to you. You don't flag channels in any way, shape, or form. You just don't do it. Now, in terms of content piracy, yeah, man, if somebody's stealing your content, you do have a right to go after them. If someone is, and when I mean stealing your content, I'm not talking about clip channels. I'm talking about people that will take a full video of yours and re-upload that video to their channel. That is grounds to go after someone without them adding any commentary. If they're just like, so let's say like Gary has great videos on his channel. Okay. And if somebody just takes Gary's video and then just takes that video and just re-uploads that video to their channel, that is grounds to take that channel down. And every content creator is going to agree with that. Okay. Simple as that. But if it's somebody reacting to you, got to let it ride. Now, the clipping out stuff, I would strongly advise any creators out there to always co-sign people clipping your stuff out, whether they love you or hate you during your live streams. And I'm not talking about I think anything over 4 or 5 minutes on a clip channel is a little much, but if you've got a 2, 3, 4 minute clip and people want to clip that shit out, when you start getting over 10-minute clips, I think you're starting to flirt with disaster on a clip channel. If you're taking more than 8 or 10 minutes of somebody's content. Now, places like Alyssa Clips, she always asks for my permission. She doesn't have to, but in the event that there's a longer clip she wants to clip out, she asks me. I think that's a good rapport for the clip channels. So yeah, there's a lot that goes with it, man. There's a lot that goes with this world, this crazy internet world. Surly SOB for $100 says, I agree, false flagging sucks. False flaggers suck. But I'm also not a fan of forcing people to disavow other people that I don't like. It just seems like high school drama nonsense. Chrissy isn't false flagging people. She's not, but she's clearly playing ignorant towards the audience, which is the problem. Having Melanie Mack on your channel, you can have her on your channel. You can absolutely do that. You can have anybody on your channel. But having people on your channel doesn't mean the internet's not going to come after you if that person is bringing a lot of baggage. Now, I can't tell you how many people have asked me to be on their channels over the years. And sometimes people don't know a lot about me. And I always, when I'm getting involved with anybody, I say, like, are you sure you want me on your channel? You know, like, so it's just a courtesy. The fact that Melanie Mack didn't even, again, based on the information I have, maybe I'm wrong, the fact that Melanie Mack failed to disclose any of this to Chrissy, that this could happen, shows you what type of person Melanie Mack is, because she doesn't care, because Melanie Mack doesn't think she's done anything wrong. Melanie Mack doesn't think she's done a damn thing wrong. And so if that's your friend and your friend brought this fucking tidal wave of heat towards you, you would think she would be like, yeah, that's fucked up. We'll find out tomorrow on her stream. But I don't think that she needs to disavow anyone. I think she needs to disavow the action of false flagging. Absolutely. When the chat is asking her. If the chat is saying, how do you feel about the quartering flagging? He's flagging channels? I didn't even know anything about that. So again, it's a very nuanced situation. Chrissy has a lot of people. Chrissy's been on a lot of streams with people over the years that hate my fucking guts. I don't care. You know? Like she's gone on with people that can't stand me, people that have gone after me for years. I don't care. She has the right to do that. It doesn't matter to me. So that's really not what this is about. There's a lot more nuance to it. River Mile says, help me brand coffee. Help me brand coffee. God damn. You guys are a trip.
This is the technicality they got the Kino Casino on, which was bullshit. So this is what, so she knows so far from what we've seen that the Kino Casino is taken down by Jeremy. Jeremy was going after me and going after other people and trying to take everyone down. She was informed of this and she is replying to it. She is acknowledging it.
On ban evasion, even though technically it's not run by those guys, it's run by their editor. But it's still like all fucking stupid, man. Like who goes around doing stuff like that?
Allegedly, the quartering has an inside in YouTube, the company. So I mean, like that's how he's able to get these.
Like, what more information do you need? Come the fuck on. Like, I have been more than fair. I think Chrissy needs to come clean. Like, we are watching this. We have eyes and ears. She has to just come clean and say, hey, I knew.
Yes.
Hey, I didn't want to have Britney on.
Yes.
Because I didn't want to ambush Melanie.
Yes.
I said that I didn't see it, whatever. Like, just come clean about whatever is a lie here.
Dude, like, it was overwhelming. It was overwhelming. I understand that. In that chat, in that moment, it was overwhelming for her to deal with that. I get it. I get it. 100%. And so just own it at this point, because quartering is a classic example. The more you think you're smarter than the internet, the more the internet's going to prove you wrong. Just own all of the mistakes. Be as transparent as you can, and everything will be fine. I'm telling you, you've got to be honest. You've got to own it, and everything will be fine.
Because to say that she didn't know enough.
Jay Hamilton says, why can't I super chat? I don't know. A lot of other people have super chatted. Can you not? America Man on Rumble says Pool's guest spilled beans on Tucker Carlson lying. In 2022, they had meetings on stopping Donald Trump. Vid in is Democrats lose VA redistricting on Rumble. If you want to watch. Convo last night, minute starts around 109:48. Really? Okay. I'll have to check that out. That's actually interesting, America Man. I really appreciate that. Jeremy owns his mistakes. He takes responsibility for hiring Beardo all the time. This is true. Harley Dave says, why can't I super chat? Yeah, sometimes it gets a little janky. Just close the app if you're on the app, and then maybe try it again if you're interested. Thank you, America Man. I appreciate it. Pugs4 sent 5 gifted memberships on Rumble. Thank you for the 5 gifties. Appreciate. BMCCB says test, making sure I can super chat. Mumble Wick says I'm smarter than the internet. Good luck with that one.
Enough isn't true. Even if we're being subjective, this is more than enough information to look into it, to see why people are angry, and seeing that Melanie is co-signing it. Because Chris even replied to one of the things on like April 19th or whatever day it was, with Melanie talking about it. So it's like, from my point of view, I did all this stuff with Chrissy, been with her over the years since she's a small channel. I gave up a lot of my time. And by the way, I dealt with a lot of shit on Simcast. Every fucking week in the chat, it's Britney looks like a bitch in the corner.
This is kind of sad. Honestly, listen. All right, guys. This right here, Brittany's about to give you a future Fear the Beardo rant, okay? Brittany's just telling you, right?
And by the way,
this is a future Fear the Beardo rant.
I dealt with a lot of shit on Simcast. Every fucking week in the chat, it's Britney looks like a bitch in the corner. Every fucking week. And the only time the chat would let up on me was when Ashton Birdie would get on, and then they would all go on her. Like, because her audience, Chrissy's audience, is like pro sex work and pro, and that's the whole point of me being on, is to give pushback for that. But because they know I have that position, they don't like me. And so like half the chat all the time is just shitting on me. And I have to deal with that every week. And I go on every week. I'm not getting paid for it. Okay. And I'm helping out and I'm doing a show with her. So I think I deserve basic decency and honesty. That's what I think.
Once you hit a certain number of subs, you get a handler. Like
it's always like I would test it sometimes. Sometimes I'd be on Simcast and I would literally sit there. For like 20 fucking minutes silent just to see like what the chat would say. And like they would somehow still make some shit up and still say I look like a bitch. Blah, 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 blah. And
look, the FNT chat is brutal to everybody that's not named Gary, okay? That's kind of the internet. She knows this, though. Brittany knows the internet.
It was hostile. And it's you know what? I deal with it. I'm kind of used. I'm actually not used to people supporting me. I'm actually used to always being on my own. That's actually the default for me the entire time I've been on the internet. I always assume I will always be on my own. But, like, it's not pleasant, right? I mean, it's like, it can be funny at times, but when it's like every week, they're complaining about my resting bitch face because they don't like my take that I'm against OnlyFans, that I don't think it's good to do. And the whole chat, like, every episode is like, has something to say about it. It's not just one thing. It was like all the time. And I deal with that and I go on the show.
This is a good deal right here. Forgotten Man. Hang on. Forgotten Man says, where the fuck did it go? Jeremy, I can't afford sending super chat. So can I have 20 so I can send you a $10 super chat? I respect that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
YouTube.
You get a YouTube rap.
Yeah.
Which is what he said. Like he wrote to like the guy, Josh Moon, Kiwi Farms, and he said, like, you know, I have a non-Pidgey rep I can contact, which it's like that's a thing to say. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm gonna take you guys.
You guys are insane. Beardo and Venti are made for each other. Their children would be Venti and Veto. What the fuck? You guys stop. You don't want to mess with Britney Venti, okay? She's savage.
Down,
I like Britney. I've always thought Britney was a hell of a, like, I like her dry sense of humor and the way that she approaches things. I told her this when I met her. She's super cool though.
Contacting my non-Pidgey rep. Like, I'm like, dude, that's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say.
The Quarterly still has his audience. It's not like, I mean, yeah, maybe there's
Not much of one.
The redemption arc, who knows? Either way, though, he still has the audience. He still has, way more followers than probably all of us. I mean, he's not doing bad.
So she now, thus far, in terms of what she knows, she also knows.
Thank you, John. Freaking Murdoch.
Uses power to try to get them banned.
It's just that he lost a lot, but he still has a lot already there. So does he even have to redeem himself, or can he just keep doing?
So we don't need to watch the rest of this to get the full context. We're going to watch a little bit more, but the point is, Chrissy clearly knew a lot more than she's let on. That's the point here.
What he's doing and keep the audience he already has.
I don't think he can do what he's doing, honestly, because there's more and more stuff coming out from him. Like this is
2 million followers.
Yeah, but like they're not translating. They're not translating into views, Chrissy. Like a lot of that stuff, and I don't know how much botting is going on with that. It's just not.
Stuff seems to get a lot of views.
It's not sustaining his channel is not sustaining. The craziest.
Well, no, Craig from Side Scroller said that he gets those views from shorts. That's how he gets so many views. It's because of the shorts.
The shorts that he's ripping off.
That he rips off, yes.
The crazy. Look at this. Like he's going at Stuttering Craig. We brought him up. Hey, Stuttering Craig, care to share the hilarious DMs you sent before I do? Damn, he's getting into it. Don't do
that's
this.
That's because he went after Craig first, though. And that's the thing. Like he starts shit and then tries to play the victim.
Yeah, and then watch if Craig goes on a live stream with him, he'll backpedal and be like, "Oh, I love you, Craig.
So this is the point where I haven't seen it yet.
I think you're great.
I was listening to it in the background as I was prepping for the stream.
You're such a great guy, Craig." Dude, what the fuck?
It's on video or I think it was on video where he told Melanie Mack, and this is way back in the day when she was on Side Scrollers, that she was too big to be doing a small channel of Side Scrollers, right?
Yeah,
it was basically throwing shade at Craig.
Yeah, the Mexican Junior for $2 over on Rumble says the quartering needs to go to.
Yeah, so he had made a comment that Melanie Mack shouldn't be slumming it up on smaller channels like Side Scrollers. And that kind of just gives you a little bit of insight into how the quartering views people that are not, that don't have more subscribers than him. He looks down on people like that. And I've always kind of gotten that elitist mentality from him already over the years. But it's clear that he truly did feel that way about people that had a smaller following than him. And now, how's that working out? Because he basically said Melanie Mack was such a big deal that she couldn't be on smaller channels. She had to be on big channels. How's that working out for you now, buddy? Forgotten Man tags for $10. Thank you. Hayden Wayne for 50 says, the internet is retarded. I'm floored by all of this. It really comes down to authenticity. Even people I don't like personally or I find myself on their side because at least they're being real. The internet is a fucking crazy place, brother. And I absolutely agree with everything you're saying as far as it's crazy. And the fact that there are people that I have aligned with on this entire topic has been amazing. This is the biggest internet story within our sphere that I think I have seen. To put it into perspective for people that, want to really understand this and how big of a deal it is. This creator right here, June the King, uploaded a video on the quartering drama. It's got 500,000 views in 3 days. 500,000 views in 3 days. That's a lot. And a 99% ratio or something like that, like insanity. So yeah, 500,000 views in 3 days, and it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get any better. And it's like a 3-hour video, 3-hour breakdown.
Caleb Hammer,
friend of the show.
Financial audit.
He's always in chat.
That apologized to Keno Casino. I think a lot of people would.
Why does Chrissy look so concerned the whole time?
Accept that as an apology. I think so.
She's nodding her head and agreeing. I just don't understand.
And the reason, Chrissy, that people want him to go to the financial audit thing is because he's been lying for so long that no one knows what's true anymore. Because he'll play like one day
Again,
he's
man,
like Mr. Jekyll and
I explained this on the phone with.
The point of me reacting to this is to show that this is from 2 weeks ago. They're giving her the full laydown of this whole thing. Like, they're telling her everything. They're telling her all the details. I'm blown away by this.
With her, and she said she didn't know this stuff. Thank you for informing me.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like one day he'll be like, I'm a millionaire and I'm so great and everything's fine. And then the next day he'll be like, I'm broke and my coffee company is going under and I need you to help me fund my trip to AmFest. So like literally every 5 seconds he'll just be like, grifting off his audience.
Could both be a millionaire, but his overhead is so high and maybe, who knows? I mean, again, rich people problems. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I identify.
Does anybody know how many people
I like how she even knows that he has a lot of overhead, that he overspends. Guy, person, man with the rage quit. Never cried harder than when I put down my cat. I'm a 31-year-old man. It sucks no matter situation. Yeah. It's just like, I was so unprepared to lose her. Like, it's just like, yeah, your cat's 2 weeks to live. She's like 5 years old, 2 weeks to live. And also your other cat might die too, because she might have infected her. It's not a curable disease.
Eric Guidewall says, for the whatever is next tax, I'm just staying ahead of the trend in the chat. What are the oranges for, tax? That's what it is. Thank you, Eric.
And I even asked, I was like, is there, even if it's like expensive, is there anything I can do? And she's like, yeah, you could go for blood transfers, but it's really only going to extend her life like 2 weeks. And you're going to have to keep doing it. And it's like thousands of dollars.
If she's going to start crying, I don't want to listen to this part again. If she's going to start crying.
The Rolexes.
Brussel also says over on Rumble, she knows because Laura Loomer is clearly a lesbian with a giant pussy. Oh, okay. I read that already.
Hang on.
But Brussel also says over on Rumble, she knows because Laura Loomer is clearly a lesbian with a giant pussy. Oh, okay.
Hail to the chat right there. The 1A trade says, with all this drama going on, I got to listen to that one again. With all this drama going on, let us not forget who truly sucks. Dirty, rotten commies. Absolutely. I love how
I read that. I have no idea.
It is.
She had to move past that one.
But Brussel also says over on Rumble, she knows because Laura Loomer is clearly a lesbian with a giant pussy. Oh, okay. I read that already.
Drew2887, $5. The longer the stream goes, the crazier this all sounds. I know other people have said Chrissy is a backstabber bully. This is a new low. Thank you for the $5, Drew.
Thank God. Thank you. But moving on from the quartering, is there anything else you guys want to say before we move on?
No. I'm good.
No, it just makes me sad.
Yeah, it makes me sad too, because we used to be buds, and I used to really look up to him as a YouTuber because I thought,
All right, so that's the gist of it there. That's a lot of information that she had. That is a problem. And again, understand this is about the chat, and this is about not standing with false flaggers. That's all this is about. I don't care who you hang out with. I don't care who you stream with. I don't care who you're friends with. I don't give a shit about any of that. This has nothing to do with that. Chrissy has streamed with people that I don't know, or people I don't like, or people that don't like me, or whatever. Chrissy streams with a lot of fucked up people, man. She's into and that's fine, man. That's her. That's up to her. Like, I thought it was personally, like, if you want to talk about personally, like, it's weird that, like, on one day she's streaming with Melanie Mack to talk about her path to Christ, and the next day she literally had a porn star on talking about in-depth detail of sex acts that the porn star partakes in. And I'm like, that's weird. Okay. That's a little strange, but again, not my business. You're welcome to do whatever you want. It has nothing to do with streaming with people, having people on, whatever. This is about ignoring a massive problem that needs to be called out with false flagging and stealing of content on the internet. It's just the thing that everybody stands with, you know? So let me see where you guys are at. There's a lot of super chats. Is it Hobbs? I don't even know. Respect the chat tax. I ain't gonna try to say your names. I'll fuck it up. So thank you for the $13.99 Canadian. Thank you. Jackson Cagle says, so can I agree a little? Just a little. Ruben Haynes says, asking for prayers of love. As some of you know, I became a widower in 2019. Now, sadly, my fiance has suddenly passed away yesterday. She was only 43. Oh my gosh. Pray for my angel, Danelle and her family. Ruben, brother, man, I will hit you up. I am so sorry. Man, yeah, I will hit you up. I've hung out with Ruben a couple of times. Ruben is an awesome dude. So I am so sorry to hear that, man. Prayers up for you and your family and her family. Oh, so sorry to hear that, man. My goodness. I'll hit you up, brother. I'll hit you up. Candy T says, drink up tax. Thank you, Candy T. And I see the prayers up for Ruben. And specifically, somebody that I often think about is Willie Will. And he's like, hold on. And he's got the prayers up. So there you go, Willie Will. Appreciate you, brother, as always. We've got I think it was a Bella Stella with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Bella Stella, with the 5 gifties. We got the Bella Stella with 10 more gifties. Let's freaking go. Holy crap, you guys are insane today. Jeez. Doc Hollywood with a proper 199 says, screw the oranges. I want to see tatas. You mean the red dress? Talking about that one? Are you sure? Are you sure the chat wants to see that? Because I'm not sure the chat wants to see that. I'm not sure. I mean, they might. So we'll give them, if that's what they're looking for, we will see. I think the chat probably appreciates it. Maybe, possibly. But if they don't appreciate that, maybe they'll appreciate this.
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country, because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country.
Okay, sorry. Clicked the wrong one. My bad. Here we go. Sorry. There we go. All right, we're correcting the mistake. Okay? This is how you apologize. You just say, I'm sorry. I messed up, but I'm here to correct the mistake. There we have it. Okay? Hail to Doc Hollywood. There, the chat is now no longer mad at me. So we are all good now. No more anger. No more anger. Willie Will says, what the F? Oh, man. Let me go back up to the top here, see where you guys are at. You guys are insane for a Saturday, man. Unannounced stream. Candace says, I work at Walmart and we love oranges. Love you. Right back at you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Kelly Jones says, hey, good Jeremy. I hope Chrissy just admits she made a mistake. She gave us great moments on FNT. Would be a pity to end like this. I agree, man. Just own it. Just own it. Simple as that. Harley Dave says, StreamYard tax go boom. Steelstorm Gaming says, Orange Man bad. VJ the Vigil says, and yes, I will continue to support the fellowship. Thank you. Appreciated. I did get this one earlier. River Miles dropping bombs on the stream. There's only one good Jeremy Prime. The quartering is a fig. Boom. Surly SOB again with that 100. Thank you so much. Incredible. You guys are insane. Willie Will with the proper 199. Love the new thumbnail going around with Jeremy's red eye. Let me see if I can find that one so we can show everybody what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure Smash JT. I'm pretty sure he had this out on Twitter earlier. Let me see if I can find it. Right here. Is this the one you're talking about? I think that's the one you're talking about. So I like the Geeks and Gamers 2 thumbnail with Gary, by the way. I'm guessing either Danky or Krista put that one together. Look at that. Now that's a good thumbnail. All right. That's a good thumbnail. That's really good. And you got Elliot Page flexing as, you know, Achilles. So that's really good. That's a really good one. Thank you, Willie Will. I appreciate it, man. As always. Cobra Commander says, hilarious that the only traffic that Hambly increased is everyone putting their Keemstar hat on to report on him. He's such a toxic, wet, lumpy queef in the already soiled under britches of YouTube. Savage. This is what happens, man. Jose M says, can you read this in the PPP voice? I don't think I can do that. Suffer quarter pounder, suffer Jess, suffer Bish. I cannot do what PPP does. I can't do it. He hits that high note better. Suffer. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't. It's terrible. That was awful. That's why there's only one Kino Casino. Lapco says, wait, super chats are us paying Jeremy. I thought there was the other way around it. I wouldn't listen to this for free. Why am I paying for that? That's what I'm talking about. Nandy, I got that one, which is a terrible super chat, and we should never repeat that ever again. John freaking Murdoch says, Britney is always alone tax, but I send super chats to you, good Jer. Happy Jessica. Hayden Wayne got that 50. Eric Guywall 51 A trains. Hundy, with all the drama going on, let us not forget who truly sucks: the dirty, rotten commies. Hayden Wayne, what are the oranges for? Oranges, I thought Gary said they were tangerines. You never listen to anything Gary has to say. You just don't do it. Eric Guywall says, did I see Nina or Brittany just pull a John Campea type super chat? If you know, you know. I don't know anything about that, man.
All right. Smelly Negro. I love that name. Which hockey movie chant, I swallow knickers come? No idea.
And this is why you try to be careful when you're reading super chats. Midget Menace says, did I hear correctly? Nina Infinity said people are trying to get the court to go on Caleb Hammer for a financial audit. Hambly is a narcissist. It would be a cinematic meltdown worse than a liberal. Yeah, that was something that has been discussed. I can't tell you if it was actually going to happen. I don't know. I can't speak to it. So, but that was something that was being discussed for sure. Jay Frazier says, hail to the 199. Nina Infinity is a Rekieta sweeper who tried to shift the blame from Rekieta's addictions to his 16-year-old son for not stepping up and looking after his siblings. Also, Chrissy stole children's Christmas presents. So all I'll say about that, like with the Rekieta stuff, that was a big wake-up call for a lot of people. I distanced myself from that situation, and I think I talked about it a little bit on this channel, and I really haven't talked about it much at all because it's just a disgusting, sad situation. And I feel like this is very much Rekieta-like, not directly, obviously, but I'm just about like the fall from grace. And I, at one point in time, I was going to have a phone call with Rekieta, and I just decided against it. I just didn't think it was even worth it to talk with him. So we had initially set something up, and I just never followed up. I was like, it's really not worth it, man. It's really not worth it. So I just separated myself completely. I just felt like there's no good going to come from this. And I'm at that point now with Quartering. I wouldn't talk to Quartering even if he asked me to now. I don't think there's any good of talking to the Quartering. I offered my support to Quartering in the beginning to try to help him out, to try to offer him advice. But unfortunately, there's one issue with me offering the Quartering advice. Does anybody know what the issue is with me offering him advice? I don't have enough subscribers. That's really what it comes down to. I don't have enough subscribers for the quartering to listen to my advice. I'm not a big enough deal on YouTube. Because that's how he views people. He thinks your opinion matters if you have more subscribers. That's essentially what he cares about. That's all he cares about. So like if Asmongold, for instance, reached out to him, he'd probably listen to Asmongold. The 1A train says, remember that Sunday you didn't stream and you saved some money? I do. I remember that. And I'm always thinking of you. That's why. The Bella Stella with 5 more gifted memberships. Holy crap. Graham Robbins for 20 says, Jeremy, I don't think there's any validity to the rumor that the oranges are the new Sonichu medallion. A completely unrelated matter. I have a delicious bag of oranges I'd like to send to you if you don't mind. I know what you're doing. And because I'm friends with Ryan Kennel, I understand the ramifications of what you're saying. So therefore, I know to stay far away from that. Seriously, this is not to send people to talk to Ryan about it, because Ryan doesn't like talking about internet drama, just like Gary doesn't, okay? Ryan is so fucking smart. You guys have no idea how much knowledge Ryan has on the most random bullshit. Not only is he the undefeated Star Wars knowledge champion, he just knows every fucking thing, dude. He just has information on top of information on top of information. And maybe it's because of the giant forehead, but the dude is one of the smartest people I have ever known. He's so fucking smart. Jackson with a gifted membership. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Nandor 199 says, start my new job on Monday. Once I get my situation settled, expect some super chats again and maybe a proper 199. And hail to the 199 and Jeremy. Hey man, I'm just glad you're getting your situation resolved. That is awesome. And good luck with everything, man. Good luck with everything. Harley Dave says, you did great. Good Jer. I don't know what that's in reference to. Jackson says, nice with the member message. Nero Moda says, epic response tax. T Little says, proportional response tax. MacGyver says, I'm watching from Buffalo Wild Wings while I drink tequila. Is anybody jealous of MacGyver? MacGyver? Would you like to be hanging out at Buffalo Wild Wings, drinking some tequila, eating some wings? That sounds like a pretty good deal if you ask me. Grindo Drum says, Jeremy Prime, the great educator. I try to be. Orbital 1970 Goat says, the first of the quartering, the first I heard of the quartering was when there was a bunch of Comicsgate people streaming in Chicago for a convention. I think you were there, and the quartering got punched by someone. I wasn't where, well, I was at an event in Chicago years ago, but I was not present when he got punched by that tranny. Sorry, trans. Sorry. I was talking about cars, YouTube AI. I was talking about cars. I'm just talking about cars. Sorry. But yeah, when quartering got punched by the trans, okay? So but yeah, but I was not there. I remember when that happened, but I wasn't there. Alan Tanasi says, is the new Grift now being a drama channel? Support it. Hail the 199. No, not really. I don't really want to be a drama channel. But again, I've talked about this many times. Clearly, hang on, why is this? Refresh that. Clearly, this is more than just a political channel, but it will primarily be politics for the foreseeable future. I like to talk about a lot of different things, but this channel is mainly what I don't want to talk about on Geeks and Gamers. That's essentially what this channel is. BMCCB says, test, making sure I can super chat, and you can. Mumblewick says, I'm smarter than the internet. Harley Dave says, forgotten man tax. MAGA Mike says, are you guys going to kick her off FNT because of an angry mob because she may have fucked up one time, having a certain person on her stream and didn't say what you guys think she should have said? Well, MAGA Mike, I know you're a big supporter. I do appreciate it. So I'm going to try to answer you as respectfully as I can. This is fucking retarded. You're clearly, maybe you're intentionally not listening to the context that I have given over and over again, but I have clearly, and even before you sent the super chat, because I saw when it came in, I have already given far more context to this. And so this is what Jeremy Hambley has painted, which is why he got community noted, which is why he deleted all of his tweets. So essentially what you're doing is you are taking the information that you are then coming in here and accuse me of. You're taking information from an alcoholic who can't stand by his own drunk words. That's what you're doing. Consider the source of what you're saying. An alcoholic who keeps posting, gets community noted, deletes everything, and then starts the process all over again. So there you have it. Now, as far as are we kicking her off the show? All I can tell you is that she was asked not to be on a show. She has a stream tomorrow. She has a very good opportunity here to own everything, and all of this goes away. Hopefully she does that. I've already said waiting 24 to 48 hours is a terrible move. That's what she's done. 24 to 48 hours on the internet is a fucking eternity. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen tomorrow. I've seen some of the tweets she's made. I don't know what the fuck she's going to say. I have no idea. She seems very much like this is SJWs coming for her. That's her own fucking words, not mine. So Kino Casino or SJWs? Geeks and Gamers are SJWs now? Everybody in the chat that's saying that they stand against false flagging are SJWs? What the fuck are we talking about? Like her most recent tweet was she's accusing it of an SJW mob. That was her most recent tweet. I'll show you right here. Let's see here. That's her most recent retweet right there. I'm noticing the people obsessing over the quartering Melanie Mac Chrissy thing are sounding like SJW psychos. Okay. If that's the road you want to go down. So people standing for free speech, people standing against false flagging, and people saying to not steal content are SJWs. Okay. That's an interesting take. Dr. Downs says, bet $20 quarter pounder will not concede his failure and own up, but instead claim he did all these YouTubers a favor and gave them all content and so much more money. Yeah, that's exactly what he will do, because in his mind, he's the legend and he controls all. That's who he is. Let's see. Is it Arum Vorax? Did I say that right? For $10 says, for the idiots that 8-pointed star in the UFO files, it's a paraglider, sharpened image, and you can see exhaust and parachute. It's all a joke. Yeah, well, listen, and this is the problem with AI. Like, I saw things that were clearly like people memed on stuff and said it was in the UFO files. People were going crazy. I personally, I don't think we got much from the UFO files yesterday. I just don't. But maybe there's more that we will get, but I didn't feel like there was a lot there. Although I did say that, or I did see that Joe Rogan claimed that the UFO files being dropped was a distraction. Okay, Joe. Everything's a fucking distraction, apparently. As a matter of fact, I got a text from the Trump administration. They said, hey, Jeremy, go live and talk about the quartering drama because we need a distraction. We can't have you talk about anything Trump related today because we need a distraction. So I was like, oh, yes, sir, Mr. President. And of course, Israel sent me my $7,000 too. So, I mean, we're eating good. Okay. We're eating good. We got Trump ordering me to talk about the quartering. We got Israel paying me $7,000, and it's all to distract you all from the disaster going on. My gosh, man, what are we doing? Tobias Gregory says, had a federal by-election in my hometown last night, and there was a wave of orange across the electorate. Irony aside, the fight to begin the dismantling of the Uniparty in Australia starts here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. We got BMCCB says, come on, guys. Let's get Good Jer to 2.5 million subscribers. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. We got the most you can have on Kick says Yellow Flash just tweeted a lawsuit against YouTube if the Clips channel was not restored by Monday. What now? Hold on. Yellow Flash. Let's see. Yellow Flash. Yellow Flashcast is going to be crazy tonight, by the way. Oh, here we go. The Jeremageddon begins Monday. If Keno Casino Clips isn't restored, we are drafting a document for Team YouTube and Mr. Hambly and Melanie Mack. Holy fuck, dude. What is happening right now? What is going on? Who is this? He follows me. Okay, hang on. This is fucking crazy. All right, hold on. We are drafting the document now for Team YouTube, Mr. Hambly and Melody Mack. This is an opt-in. My law firm agreeing to take on if at least 5 creators join. Quartering blocked me because I kept getting him ratioed with the truth, but he can't play power games against people who aren't afraid of his power and live in the real world. Andy Worski should be restored too. We need an apology from Jeremy as well. Accountability. He even dragged Chrissy Mayer into this and is legally forcing her hand. That's not right. What the fuck is happening, man? This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. This is insane. Like, holy shit. On top of that, I don't even know if this is true, but I saw this video right here because apparently he got banned from Rin's Fair. This is a Meme Copium. I watch Meme Copium. The other day, Meme Copium was talking about me. He said his reference was that D-Day Cobra is one of the top super chatted channels in the world. The only people that are above me are those church groups and VTubers. I was like, I'm not that high up, but we do very well. We do very well, okay? But I'm not that high up. But hail to the snake pit. All right, here we go.
News as of 3 minutes ago. This is from Camelot's Twitter. So let's see. The quartering has been banned from all Renaissance fairs in both the future and the past, okay? They're hot diggity damn.
Quartering's been banned from, like, what? Is this even legit? This can't be for real.
So, stream standard. Jeremy Hamley, the quartering, has been banned from the Renaissance Fair from the viral video where he was making vulgar remarks about female attendees. Hey, look, this is my video.
I know. I'm going to put some babies in some bellies here, huh?
This dude's walking around making comments about putting babies in bellies of women.
Viral video where he was making vulgar remarks about female attendees. Hey, look, this is my video.
I know. I'm going to put some babies in some bellies here, huh? Like, hey, baby.
Where he's like saying, like, we have kids here, really. Like people could hear him doing this. But nobody's going to question, nobody's going to press him because he's like a 6'5" or something and 400 pounds, okay? Nobody wants to start a scene with Hodor, who's like salivating at the mouth at the face of like MILFs. So let's see. Jeremy Hamley has been permanently, this is from Bristol Friends apparently. Jeremy Hamley has been permanently banned from entering the Bristol Renaissance Fair and or Renaissance Fair entertainment production venues in any capacity. We take the safety and well-being of every guest with utmost seriousness. His actions have caused direct harm to the sense of security and dignity of our community. We will not tolerate it under any circumstances. Let's fucking go Renaissance Fair W?
What is happening right now? This is wild.
It's like, oh, it's just everybody fucking does it. It's just fucking normal behavior. Like, what are you, terminally online weirdos? Why'd you touch grass? We had to ban Jeremy because of he's threatening the sense of security and dignity. Holy fucking shit. Suffer, Jeremy. Oh my goodness. Just when you think there's no more fucking milk left from the udders of this cow, old reliable comes back again. Oh my goodness, what an absolute win! All right, apparently
he was
I received
reacting
a
to me.
message
He was reacting to me just there.
from a friend of the show. They say if you cover it, check the Geralizer and see all of his mentions of the Renaissance Fair. It really paints how much this might pain him. I'm not going to do it live, but if you do search the Geralizer, it seems like the Renaissance Fair was a big part of his life, and now he's been another thing.
I don't know if that's like real. Like, is this confirmed that he truly did get banned, or is this a meme?
Has been taken away. And they keep taking away his toys. It's the most unfair thing ever. So can we get some W Ren fairs in the chat, I think? Like, that is actually very funny. He's banned for life. It's a Jeremy free space.
If I did see a girl in a chainmail bikini, you know, we would have got her on camera. Here's a MILF. And we got, oh boy. We got a thick girl right there, boys. Rawr. Oh, here's another one. This is in Bristol, Wisconsin. Ooh, her cup overflows. She's a little bit old, but she overflows. Adam Racehorsey, the super chats will blot out the sun. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. MILF, yeah. She's keeping it tight. You know she DTF. She got kids.
Bro. Like, look, man, dudes make retarded remarks to dudes. We just do, okay? Walking around a place like this and saying it where they can hear you is fucking wild.
Yeah, boy. Here you go. Wow. Excuse me, officer. I know it looks bad, but somebody paid me $20 to do it.
All right.
Oh my goodness. When it rains, it pours, brothers. When it rains, it pours. Oh, look at there. You know it's bad when the Chrissy clips start showing up on Alyssa clips. I don't know this other channel. I'll have to look up that channel. I don't know that channel. Graham Robinson says, hail to the most beautiful, hardworking Mrs. Robinson, and a very happy Mother's Day to the rest of the 11% in the snake pit. You ladies do the Lord's work and keep us from getting Minecrafted, doing it the dumb crap us chaps want to do. It is Mother's Day tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Let's freaking go. Thank you, Graham Robbins. Appreciate it. Harley Dave says, Keno Casino on FNT win. I don't think the casino is going to want to sit there and break down the latest shitty Marvel TV show. I don't feel like that's going to work for them. Like, hey guys, what do you think of this scene from Daredevil? I don't think that's going to work. Hayden Wayne says the post that post from her is inauthentic AF. If anyone can be compared to SJWs, it's to Quartering and Mel advocating for censorship of games. This crap is driving me insane. Yeah, man. It's hitting a level that I'm not even sure I fully have comprehended yet. It's not going away. It's going to continue. It's going to continue until the parties involved stop believing that they are smarter and better than everyone else. And based on the current trend, I don't think that that's going to happen anytime soon because they seem focused Melanie and Jeremy Hambley both think that they are smarter and they are better than everyone else on the internet. They just have proven that. And so be it, man. If that's the route you want to go, then go for it. The Freighter X says, didn't the quartering get punched out during the Kyle Rittenhouse protest in Wisconsin? It wasn't then. It was, I believe it was in Chicago, by a person named Matt Fantastic, who was a trans person, I think. But I'm not positive. RMF for 1 gifted membership. Thank you. Jose M says, Lamau, he sounded like Butthead in Beavis and Butthead Do America. Hey, baby. 3 says, hey, cute Jer, not making excuses for the quartering. Don't watch because he's high anxiety and can't read, but he is maybe on new meds and drinking. I thought he had thicker internet skin. His comments are bananas. Isn't he married? To my knowledge, he is. And yeah, listen, this is somebody that I was very, very friendly with, someone that I spoke highly of, and someone that has proven that they really think that they're better than everybody else, unfortunately. And that's just a sad reality. Like, I truly did think that Quartering was a good dude. But I was fooled. I was completely fooled. And, here we are. Freighter X says, the Bristol thing is most likely fake. I've been going for 30 years and I've only seen one person banned for life. Yeah, that's why I question if that's actually legit. I do have to question if that email was legit. It could be, but Net Steeler says Chrissy knew and Melanie flew. Turk 182. Dark Red Knight says, I'm loving this shit show. Now, do you say that from a standpoint of the drama stream or just in general for CobraCast? Because CobraCast is always a shit show regardless. So just either way is fine. Python Bacon says Chrissy, Ducks, and Hambley cucks. Nader's channel says Quarter Pounder is the new Orange Man. Freighter X says, I enjoy watching Chrissy, but it appears she screwed the pooch pretty good. Achilles Jones says, ironically, the last thing I remember the quartering was his headline, My Channel's Under Attack. Well, guess what he's doing now? Jeremy the Cyborg says, I'll watch most of your streams to listen to a familiar voice most times. I have you in the background while I write. What you are actually saying is normally irrelevant. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. That's really nice. Thank you, Jeremy the Cyborg. Labco says, I just assumed Prime was because Jeremy Boring was already taken and Jeremy Retail started too many side stories. Metalhead says, finally being gifted since 2 years. Phil has a new tax now, the Lussy tax. What the hell is that? Harley Dave says, Autism United tax. Daniel Strange says, I was thinking to myself, I'm too employed for this, but here I am watching Jeremy stream, so I must not be employed enough. Legalize adulthood with a proper 199 breaking. IDOT Defense Force Unit 199 checking in with more shekels for your Mossad operation. Dave Rubin called. He says, forget Jeremy Hambley. He says he is smarter than everyone. He figured out what the oranges are for. Goat. C. I had to say that one slowly. Thank you, Legalize Adulthood. I appreciate it, brother. Dave Rubin always calling and letting Legalize Adulthood know what's going on. And he also follows with 20 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. Thank you so much. This is a political channel. I thought it was for financial advice. I just learned how to piss away $5. Now that is a damn good comment right there. I'm always skeptical of Venti's takes, not discounting or defending Bad Jer or Mel in any way, but the way Britt went after Andrew Wilson's personal life and kids, I won't forget. I'm not really familiar with that. I do know that Britney was like very much like anti-Andrew Tate, which I'm not a Tate guy, but I don't know about what happened with Wilson. So yeah, so fair point to that. for sure. But I'm just not familiar with it. I'm not overly familiar with Andrew Wilson outside of I've seen some of his stuff, and I know a lot of people like him, but I don't know a lot about the guy. Little Jim Sailor says, bring Savvy to this stream. Savvy's been sick. I don't know if she's feeling better. Are you feeling better, Savvy? Southeast Kaiju says, I still think too many are projecting what Chrissy should say and think and not giving her leeway. Enough with the struggle session. I mean, possibly. It's possible that that's a perspective you can have on it. I think that the more we learn, the more it looks, a little weird. But again, tomorrow we're going to find out. We're going to find out. The Bella Stella has just been dropping gifties the whole freaking stream. Like just dropping the whole stream. Wow. Thank you, Bella Stella. Just gifties flying. Who are we canceling? Nobody. I'm not mad at Chrissy. Not mad at her at all. I just big time disagree with the way she went about all this. I'm not mad at Chrissy. Chrissy's always been, right by me, right by so many other people. So she's not done anything wrong from that perspective. She's caught up in a volatile situation right now. Ghost Crusaders TV says, why do you guys assume Chrissy shares your views on striking channels being wrong? Her and her husband are known for striking Clipper channels. Is that true? Do we know that? Do we know that for sure? I told a story about somebody at Geeks and Gamers years ago that, was striking a channel. And again, the context is important because I know that like people were trying to bring Warski into it and all of that and Casino for like years ago where they were like on camera saying they were going to go after a channel or something. What's the context? And again, that is important. Is this a channel that's straight up stealing their content? Because that is grounds for it. So I would need the full context to that to fully approach that. Let's see here. Like personally, I have never ever reported a channel. I've never. And I think my first time having somebody re-upload my stuff was back in like 2018. And I was so new to the world of YouTube, I just didn't really understand it. But it was a video I had removed for whatever reason. So in my mind, I felt like, yeah, it should probably be up. I just don't want to have it on my channel. But if somebody wanted to re-upload it, go for it. And since it's not available on my channel, the whole video should be available on this channel. It was the video that where I didn't threaten anyone. I want to be very clear. I didn't make any direct threats. However, upon further review, I felt like it could have been viewed as a threat. So I took it off my channel. So, because I got age restricted for it. And it was when I was telling Star Wars Explained that, and again, I'm just YouTube. I'm just recounting the things that I said. In no way, shape, or form am I making any threats. Okay. But essentially, I just told Star Wars Explained that there will be a time, one day, where he and I will be in the same place. And I will confront him directly, face to face, about all of the stuff that he had said about me. I've had a little bit of choice language that I added to it. I might have had a few F-bombs, maybe about 80 or 90 F-bombs in that video. So I decided like, that's probably not a good video to have up on the channel. And, but somebody re-uploaded it. Stormbreaker says, Trump YMCA, please. You know what? We're going to end with that just for you. Just for you, we're going to end with that. Let's see here. Slain Hope says, drama is the path to the dark side. Drama leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. So does Twitter, to be fair. 2018, Jeremy Prime was such an internet tough guy. Yeah, so does Twitter, to be fair, Slain Hope. Sola Felix is Chrissy, also sweet for the nose. She has form. Daniel Moore says, Nina Iran blocked me for saying terror is bad. Jin versus Evil Deb says, I watched the quartering until he brought the static to the fellowship. Snake Pit first. Guess that was my line. Harley Dave says, why can I super chat? Because you're the best of us, Harley Dave. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, good day and hail everyone. How's everyone's weekend? Harley Dave says, I hate this. Marlon Sebo says, didn't Nerdrotic have his own coffee brand? Gary should just sell a new flavor, orange Kino Cucino, and pay Kino a cut of the money. He didn't have his own, like he had his own like flavor or whatever within a bigger company that was sponsoring. I don't know all the details of it. Harley Dave says, can you super chat? Eric says, I refuse to super chat Jeremy. Down with tyrants. The one A train says, super chats are down. Philip Judd says, my super chats are under attack. VJ says, I'm as smart as the internet. Butterbiscuit says, I'm just a mailman. I put paper in a box. Maybe I'm too dumb. I don't get how people get so much ego and are too high and mighty to take an L. It is weird, man. And it's simple as that. Like, dude, all he has to do is own this. I think now it's too far gone, but this is where I'm trying to let Chrissy know that, like, she just needs to own this entire situation. That's all she's got to do. She's just got to own it up, own, everything that's happened, and everything will be fine. It's too late for the quartering. The 1-8 train says, I will die on this hill that simply orange juice is the best. I got to think about this one for a minute. It's been a while since I really had orange juice, but I do remember simply orange juice being top tier. The real question here, and I don't want to get the chat too worked up. I don't want to get into too many controversial things here, okay? But I do have a very controversial question for the chat. Pulp or no pulp? I know this is going to get a lot of people mad. It's going to get a lot of people angry. I don't want to divide the audience. But the question is, pulp or no pulp? And this will determine the future of the channel and the direction that we take it in, okay? There is a poll in the chat. Gonna need your feedback on that. And let me just be clear, there's only one correct answer, and the correct answer is no pulp. No pulp is the answer. Okay? Zero pulp is the answer. Why is nobody voting in the poll? Do you guys see the poll? It shows 0 votes. That's so weird. There it is. There it is. Okay. It's counting them now. It's counting them now. Fake poll. Yeah. No pulp is the correct answer. And as you see, the chat is agreeing with me because the chat is always right. This could destroy the 199, though, and Geeks and Gamers. The chat's very angry about this. Oh, Gary says, I asked Chrissy to sit out F&T. It wouldn't be a roast. Oh, here we go. Gary's got a comment right here. Hang on. In the middle of our very divided topic, we need to bring something a little less divisive into it. Let's see. I asked Chrissy to sit out F&T so it wouldn't be a roast fest for 4 hours. Her channel is the best place to discuss things, not F&T. Like I said last night. Simple as that. But more importantly than all the other bullshit Gary said, he also says no pulp because he's correct. Because he's correct. No pulp. Okay? There, we get a little more chat there for everybody so you guys can see what's going on there. We got Hayden Wayne 450 says, no pulp is for the weak. You wouldn't survive the natural world and require assistance to survive. Pulp is the orange juice, brings a hint of what was natural. Listen, Hayden, there ain't no need to get all fucking technical and shit, bro. Okay? We don't live in the fucking old times, okay? We don't live back in the fucking old days. So get the hell out of here with this, like, you wouldn't survive if you drink no pulp. You're taking this shit too seriously, okay? Get with the times, okay? Elliot Page is Achilles. Helen of Troy is black. And she ain't taking no shit, okay? We live in the modern world now, okay? Thank you, Hayden Wayne. I appreciate it. Elliot Page loves pulp. Oh, man. That's good stuff right there. That's good stuff. All right. Legalized Adult is Hayden Wayne speaking the truth from the pulpit. Is this going to destroy the community? This could destroy the community. I'm here for it. Not the Chrissy thing. That's nothing. This pulp versus no pulp is a huge fucking problem. This is dividing everyone. This is the real issue. This is why we did the stream today, okay? Whiskey Niner says Jeremy Prime, the real retail tough guy. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. MacGyver says the tequila is kicking in. Let's hope it's good. Two Penny Puppet says, for the slow crowd, please explain to me what Kino Casino did to Jeremy that caused him to retaliate by flagging, and why is it considered a false flag? That's a long rabbit hole to go down, but the short version of it is that Kino Casino has been going after Quartering and other creators for a while. You know, they criticize iDubbbz, DSP, Quartering, whoever. That's just that's what they do. And they're very good at it. They're very funny, and they're very, very entertaining. So they've been going after a lot of different people, and they had been focusing on the Quartering pretty hard. And of course, you know, that led to other people, you know, going after certain aspects of things. So Quartering's stance on it was that they were going after his family. The person that brings up his family the most is the Quartering. Quartering always brings his family up. And so when he's always bringing his family up, that means the people that are responding to his content are going to talk about the thing that Quartering talks about. But it was becoming a problem because the casino was getting too much traction because they're so fucking entertaining. And it was just getting on his nerves. And so he publicly threatened to take their channel down. And then he privately threatened to take their channel down as well. And then those DMs leaked. And then a couple days later, the channel was taken down. And that's what really started all of this. And so then all of a sudden, Kino Casino's viewership went from 2,000-3,000 people to, 8, 9, 10,000 people. And the internet started to rally around them because no one likes a false flagger. Now, Quartering it claims he had nothing to do with it, but then he accidentally leaked that he did send reports to Team YouTube, and YouTube responded with a thank you for your report. He actually he accidentally leaked that on a stream. And now we've had other channels that have been affected by this. There's been at least 10, 12, 15 channels that have had strikes on their channels. I saw we had a channel that was taken down yesterday. So it's a problem. It's a huge problem. And that's where we are. That's the high level version of it. Jose M says, when do we get an orange member emoji? Hey, I like that. I like that. RMF says, even though you missed my last super, I just want to say I love these streams watching from Amsterdam. Really? Well, I did get one earlier from you, unless you sent another one, brother. I did read one from you. Let's see. Mod Eric says, let's talk about if you can pick up a quarter with a forklift blade instead of this crap. At least some will be entertained. Hey, Eric, shut the fuck up and mod my chat. How about that? You just shut the fuck up and mod my chat like you were fucking hired to do. Think you can do that? Was that mean? I'm sorry, Eric. That was too mean. That was too mean. I'm sorry. MacGyver says, I got a buzz tax. I love the tequila and the snake fit. Thank you. Y'all want to know how on point Eric is? Eric is so on point that as soon as I went live, for those that were here at the beginning of the show and my microphone was messed up, before I could even fix my fucking microphone, Eric was texting me, audio bad, audio bad. It was fantastic. Like, Eric K is so on point. So let's see. Where did we go? Brian Bailey says these tore down our Civil War monuments. We tore down their civil right congressional districts. Always trust the plan. Hashtag dead channel tax. I'm drunk. Well, don't get into any trouble. Okay. That's the first thing. All right. If you're drunk, that's okay. As long as you're staying safe. All right. All will be good. And I like what you had to say. 8 o'clock says, aren't you one of those SJWs on FNT? How dare you not back everything the quarter does? Godzilla's Greaser says, you really expect me to believe Omar's brain is even 100th of that size? Taker says, what are the orangutans for? Fantastic Knox says, of all things Shad has done FNT, whether on point or controversial, having having mandarins and eating them yesterday was pretty funny. MacGyver says, waitress keeps serving me tequila tax. Mr. Bentham says, hello there. Do you work here? RMF says, Jerry's cooked. Chrissy has never been funny. Just my opinion. Hail the 199. See there, I just got it. That was the second one I've read of yours. Fantastic Knox says, Hambly caught wiping more videos. Again, does he not know the internet is forever? People would have archived it. Suffager. Sly Rice says, did you not know about the Ren Fair stream, Jeremy? I knew about the stream. I didn't know about him getting banned until today, I think, or maybe it was yesterday. But I still don't know about if that's true, if he got banned. But I knew about the stream. I did know about the stream that he did. Granite Potato says, I'm so glad I stopped watching him in late 2024. Fantastic Knox says, should find the video where Jeremy did a video where he was having intimate thoughts about Gina Carano in the same context at this time at the Ren's Fair. I did see that video. I can't believe he did that. I have seen it though. It's bad. Lapco says, this is a political channel. I thought it was a financial advice. I just learned how to piss away $5. I got that one earlier. James says, forget oranges. Jeremy explained what the mangoes are all about. Also, how was your weekday? You guys are so kind. Summer says, hi, Jeremy. See you in Savannah. Hopefully get to say thank you and shake your hand. Absolutely. Can't wait. We will be in Savannah in a few weeks for our meetup at the 9 Line headquarters. Drop that link if you guys have not already, and RSVP for it if you're interested. 8 o'clock says, to all the quartering sims, do you think if Chrissy keeps ignoring this, it'll blow over? It's simple flagging versus no flagging. Agreed. Jacob says, Beardo got me kicked from a Make-A-Wish, told them he didn't believe me, said it was fake, fat, gay, and retarded, and minor scumbag. That didn't happen. Cap and Cheese says, the quartering likes bull pulp with his oranges. Lapco says, and with a simple question of pulp or no pulp, Good Jer lost half his channel. What a crash out. No pulp, extra peel, and seeds. Dude, we got almost 1,000 votes, but no pulp is winning because it's the correct answer. Let me pin that right now. Let's see, pin right there. There we go. Bill says, crunchy or smooth is the question you need to be asking. I'm going to go... if you're talking about peanut butter, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about is peanut butter. I'm going to go smooth. Nar. Kai Guy says, if I wanted pulp, I would eat an orange. Mod Eric says, pulp, I'm drinking orange juice, not Tang. Litton says, after X today, you know Badger is in Chrissy's ear telling her she is slumming up on FNT. This is a job interview, and clearly she can sweep. Hayden Wayne says, but also crunchy peanut butter is better. F you if you prefer creamy. Hayden Wayne has got to be pissed at me right now. All right, so I've already won one battle, okay? So no pulp won, okay? Boom. All right? So now we're doing creamy and crunchy, right? Is that what we're doing? Creamy peanut butter versus crunchy. Okay. All right. Right. All right. There we go. There it is. Let's see what the people say. Hayden Wayne. Creamy's winning again. Hayden Wayne taking L's today. Hayden Wayne taking L after L after L. Alex Aerocave says no pulp is the way. Pulp is gay. Meta PC code 199. Let's see. The 1A train says, when I said simply orange is the best, I definitely meant pulp free. If I want pulp, I will just eat an orange. I apologize if this rips the community in two. Honestly, between you and Hayden Wayne, you guys are doing far more damage than Chrissy Mayer, okay? Or the Quartering or Melanie Matt, all right? You guys are destroying everything that we have built here. I want you to both know that. And I'm very angry about it. Golden Nugget says, I just beat cancer for the second time. There are more important things in life. Let's fucking go. Happy to hear that, brother. Prayers up in the chat for you. That is a hell of a win, and you are correct on that. Granite Potato says, Pulp, you are weak. Joe C says, Venti just confirmed that the Quartering was banned from the Renaissance Fair. Really? That's crazy. JDT says, when did this become a nut butter channel? Mod Eric says, haha, Jeremy cannot drive a forklift. Narco says, speed running, super chats tax. Nero Moda says, Jeremy pays for people to drive forklifts for him. Slain Hope says, I've picked up a quarter with a forklift. Have you? I've picked up a dime with a forklift. Thank you. Little Orphan Funkhauser says, check Quartering's new tweet if you want to laugh. Oh boy, what is he saying now? Let's see. What is this? Hang on. What is he saying? Every live stream I have ever done has now disappeared from YouTube, and my podcast channel with two friends seems to have been banned. I'm sure it's totally not false flaggers, just a coincidence, but please take a moment to create a Rumble account and follow the Quartering. To be honest, my opinion on this is obviously because of my mass false flagging from the very people who claim to be against it. These losers never cared about free speech. They are only worse than anything they ever accused anyone of. Britney Venti talked about this today on her channel. Britney Venti specifically brought this up. This is why promoting false flagging is such a fucking problem, because it creates a cesspool of shit. I have zero sympathy for him, if I even believed him, because I don't even believe what he's saying. He probably is mass deleting every fucking thing, because I don't believe him. I believe this is his desperation to try to get more support on Rumble. That's what I believe it is. But I don't believe him. I don't believe it. So I don't believe it at all. This is just this is classic victim narrative shifting right here. Little Orphan Funkhauser. Okay, I got that one. That's the one that led me there. Brian says Quartering is fireball maxing tonight. Dude, Flashcast is going to be crazy tonight. Let's see. Narcos is creamy, like how I like my pies. Hang on. Let's see here. Granite Potato says apple jelly is the best. Pins Fans for Life says no pulp and creamy PB tax. Quentin says, who are you people? Crunchy and pulp barbarians. Incoherent Name says, my name better be on whatever gift you get your mother tomorrow. I freaking paid for it with all these super chats. You know what? I will now, just because you asked. I appreciate that. Thank you, Incoherent Name. As always, Steve from PA says, creamy but country isn't an abomination like pulp. Also, Gary loves Bon Jovi. There are some super chats that are amazing. And this super chat might be the best super chat of the night because I agree with everything you said. Creamy, but crunchy is not an abomination like pulp. I agree with this. But then you stuck the landing with the final part. Also, Gary loves Bon Jovi. You know what? There is nothing that I enjoy more than how much I disagree with Gary on Bon Jovi. I like Bon Jovi, okay? If you're not singing Living on a Prayer when it comes on, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life, okay? I think Bon Jovi's good. I'm not saying they're the greatest band of all time, but I like Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi's fine, you know? And Gary hates Bon Jovi so fucking bad. But Bon Jovi's fine. I like Bon Jovi. And actually, the more Gary hates it, the more I find myself wanting to listen to Bon Jovi. It's completely backfired on Gary. It's completely like Gary has so much sway and influence in the community, but I don't think he could sway people to hate Bon Jovi as much as he does. It ain't gonna happen, Gary. The Dallas Deadeye says, who actually started this shit show? Does Kino Casino have any culpability? I guess I'd need to understand the context of what exactly you're asking. Like, the person that started this was a tweet from the Quartering where he publicly said he's going to take their channels down and he's going to contact the owner of Kick. So Achilles Jones says, why is Ellen Page playing me? Anyway, I love tangerines, clementines, and mandarins. I am allergic to oranges. Gary is always right, except for Bon Jovi. He's not right about Bon Jovi. The 1A train says, rips the community into more than Chrissy tax. You just got to laugh at this shit, man. Heir to the Empire says, how about Storm Shadow or Snake Eyes? That's a damn good question. I don't think the community is going to go as crazy over that one as a lot of you, but I personally, Snake Eyes. But we need to get like a G.I. Joe fan base in here to really get that one going. Pizza says, did you see the Quartering short where he said, hit the like button if Charlie Kirk is smiling down on us? Absolutely shameless. When did this one happen? When did this one happen? Hayden Wayne says, wrong. You're all gay. I'm sorry. Hail the snake pit. Hayden is so worked up. He forgot to put the R in wrong. And I am okay. I am okay with that. All right. Hey, Abigor says, hardcore G.I. Joe fan here. Let's freaking go. All right. All right. Starting Craig reposted it. Let's see here. Let's see here. Hang on. All right, here we go.
Here from the Quartering, and a massive win for Charlie Kirk yesterday. Smash that like button if he's staring down from heaven, enjoying the fact.
Holy fuck.
Win for Charlie Kirk yesterday. Smash that like button if he's staring down from heaven, enjoying the fact that Tyler Robinson's desperate plea to get cameras blocked from the trial has been rejected.
Holy fuck. Are you kidding me? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and Charlie Kirk once told me how much he enjoys coffee brand coffee. So if you are interested, you can get some coffee brand coffee with the promo code Kirk Says Buy Coffee. You can only get that for a limited edition because Charlie Kirk would want you to. So go ahead, hit the like button as he's smiling down from heaven and get you some coffee brand coffee because Charlie Kirk said so. Why don't you go ahead and just fucking do that? Like, what are we doing here, dude? This is insane. Remember when I talked about Charlie Kirk and how I struggle with the fact that Charlie Kirk was a great human being? I didn't watch Charlie Kirk stuff before, everything happened. I wasn't a Charlie Kirk fan at all. After the fact, obviously, I think a lot of people were educated to Charlie Kirk and watched a lot of his opinions and clips and speeches and debates. And a lot of us were educated that Charlie Kirk was actually a pretty amazing person. And I talked about this several streams ago where I said it's so tough for me because I think about Charlie being who he was. And as a man, the worst thing in life as a man, as a family man, is not being able to protect your family from harm. That is the worst thing that a situation a man can be in, is to not be able to protect your family when they are in harm. And I think about Charlie and the fact that his family is constantly being attacked right now by people that considered him friends, by people that considered him a personal friend. And these people are using his death, his assassination, to make money from it. And I struggle with thinking about him being in heaven and seeing that. And I know there's a lot more context to it, and I get all that. I'm just telling you that that's just a thought that was in my head. For this dude to say, smash the like button, as Charlie Kirk looks down on heaven, or whatever exactly he said, that is wild. One more time, you got to hear it.
Jeremy here from the Quartering, and a massive win for Charlie Kirk yesterday. Smash that like button if he's staring down from heaven.
Fucking hell. Alec Baldwin's finger for $50 says, I'm convinced he did delete his own videos because people are combing through and clipping. It allows him to play victim at the same time. I agree completely with this. I trust nothing that Quartering is saying at this point in time. He is in complete free fall. Complete free fall. Insane. Absolutely insane. Thank you, ABF. Good to see you, brother. Hope you and everybody have fun in Japan. You don't miss. And you know what? Of course, we're going to play it. We have to play it because we always do.
Who the fuck is Alec Baldwin's finger?
Like who? Who the F is Alec Baldwin's finger? Kelly says, remember Melanie Mac visited the G&G house in Florida back in the day? Beardo made steaks and you were a good host. Did your fellowship fade out along the way? Yeah, I mean, Melanie Mac came to Orlando a couple times and we hung out. Whatever. We never had any issues. She was cool. But it doesn't change the fact, she came into the scene out of nowhere, and it's clear now that she was just looking for a new audience to manipulate because she ran out of the old mainstream audience that she was part of. But yeah, a lot of people called her out. I personally did not call her out. I didn't like Melanie that much, but she was kind of like a necessary evil for a long time to deal with her. But you could tell that she brought a lot of baggage and drama along the way. But now everybody sees her for what she is. Legalized Adulthood says Dave Rubin likes creamy. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Project Piper Custom says smooth PB all day. I like both pulp and no pulp. Does that make me a fig? I didn't know, I swear. No, it doesn't. Watching Dave Rubin content does, though. That certainly does. Vic's World Official says, who was better, Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera back in the 2000s? Christina is better looking, but Britney made better music, in my opinion. Is this are you guys just trying to destroy my channel today with these divisive topics? Okay, so right now, creamy peanut butter wins over crunchy because Hayden Wayne is wrong once again. Okay. Now, like again, you guys, I really don't like divisive topics. I don't like tearing the community apart. All right. I really don't want to do that. Aaron James says, dead channel anyway. This is true. For me, I guess like Christina looks like she doesn't bathe. I'd probably go with Britney back in the day. I liked more of Britney songs. I liked more of Britney songs back in the day. Pizza says, did you see the quartering short where he said, oh, okay, there with that one. Eric says, Reese's peanut butter cup or chocolate bar dipped in peanut butter. You guys are just trying to destroy this, aren't you? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Dark Metal Spider says, just checked to see ya, and all bad Jer streams gone. Really? On his quartering live channel? Is that what we're talking about here? I got to check this out. So, the quartering live. Because he's got a live channel. That's where he does his live streams. So, all of his streams are up. What the fuck are we talking? What is he talking about? Yeah, all of his streams are up. Right here. They're all up. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm confused. He has like 10 channels. Yeah, I guess. But I'm confused on what he's talking about all of his streams are gone. Hey, you know what? I'm sure Yellow Flash will have all of this covered tonight. So, my bad. I was looking at the quarter channel. No problem. No problem. Yeah. So I don't know what he's talking about. I really don't. Justin in North Carolina says, is dark chocolate good? I'm not a big fan personally. Woodaman says Bon Jovi was Gary's Selly's mood music. Eric K says Bon Jovi are not good. The good people they pretend to be. I don't care if they're good or not. I just like their music. Fruit of the Mystery says Jeremy at the Blue Oyster Bar, lots of cream. Little Orphan Funkhauser says MAGA Cracker Mike is turning on you. Is he? MAGA Mike's been like, he really is on the quartering side. I will say that. Vault 199 Gaming says medium pulp is the right answer. This is $2 for Halo. Aaron Adams says I watched the list of clips and became a casino fan today. They are 100% right about Mel, and I can't wait for Flashcast tonight. I can't wait for tomorrow. Tree Bear says crunchy PB and no pulp OJ. Anything otherwise is for figs. Listen to Tree Bear. Let's see. Tree Bear getting mad at me. You better get on those Kata memes, okay? The Freighter X says, my apologies. I found out that the management of the Bristol Fair has officially banned Jeremy. However, being that he doesn't wear garb, no way they would know if he entered the grounds. They get tens of thousands of people each weekend. So this is true. This is official that he was banned. That is crazy. Wow. That's pretty incredible. No, and there's no problem about saying you're bad or whatever, man. It's all good, brother. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now. There's a lot of stuff we're trying to keep up with. So, Little Jim Taylor says Sweeney or Jessica Alba or Anna de Armas. Alba, prime Alba. It's prime Jessica Alba. That's the answer. That's the only answer that I accept. And if you say anything other than prime Jessica Alba, I will ban the fuck out of you in my chat. You're not allowed to super chat me, period. Okay? It's prime Alba. That's the answer. It's the only answer. Okay? Well, okay. There's another answer. There is another answer. All? That's a good answer too. All of the above is a good answer. But prime Alba, if you're specifically needing one answer, it's Alba. RMF says, Jeremy, the answer to the question is who's hotter, Britney or Christina? Is Shakira. Yeah, Shakira, that's a pretty good pick right there. Sly Rice says, Jeremy, are you aware of the video Jeremy did where he tipped back a veil of, wait, what? Wait, what? I don't know. There's so much more Jeremy lore that I'm not even aware of. All the Mocas says using to share that pulp is necessary, just like boba. Chewing when you're drinking is the best. Let's see here. Thank you, all the Mo kisses. Daniel Moore Business. What's up, Jeremy? Do you think the rumors of the sequels being ignored is true since they did Talon and Maul might be George's original 7 through 9? I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. Joshua Miller says, this to me at least is bigger shit show than the whole Doomcock drama. Hail the 199. Hail the Snake Pit. Good Jer is the superior grift king. I try. Fruit of Mystery says, Quarters would have that Satanist on his channel who got arrested tons of times, and he would try to justify it and claim it to be a good Christian. Luis says, in my opinion, Chrissy was trying to give Mel way out to jump off the sinking ship, quartering, but the skies of November turned gloomy. River Miles says, what are the orange you gottens for? You guys are insane, man. Over on Rumble, Nevermind Zombie says, hey, Jeremy, ask your new buddy, Andy Worski, about getting caught messaging a 15-year-old back in 2018. I mean, if that's a gotcha, then okay. I've already looked into that, though. But, yeah, okay. Beastie Man says, with so much drama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop D-O G Gin and Juice. Great song, by the way. Mod Eric says you could bring a transformer in, it would make as happy. That is male but batshit crazy. I say Minecraft, all of you, before they do themselves. True Mr. Gentleman says, is it confirmed California is now being Alabama on math and English scores, but are now ahead of children born from the first cousins? What the fuck is this question? I don't know whether to be proud or disappointed of your people, Jeremy. Lag says, this crash out depresses me. I was truly grateful for Coffee Brand Coffee for the last 1.5 years for my mom's life. The only reliable way to get calories into her was her hot chocolate. RIP to her. And then those 5 get the memberships from Pugs. Appreciate that. Key says, I heard this channel is SJW Haven now. The fuck, lol. Hail to the SJW 199. Justin and North says, worst Star Wars channel, Jar Jar or Palp? Or Star Wars character, I'm sorry. Jar Jar or Palp? Man, Jar Jar is not as bad as everybody says, okay? Tree Bear says, prime Eva Mendes or prime Jessica Alba? I'm going to give you a spoiler. Prime Jessica Alba is probably going to win almost every single one, all right? Prime Janet Jackson's up there too, though. Prime Janet Jackson in the mid-90s? Bro. Captain JPS says, honey roasted crunchy peanut butter is god tier, but I voted for creamy. Master of None says, quartering deleted his own channel, tagged you, meme posted. Okay, I got to know what the hell's going on here. So I still don't understand what happened. I'm very confused. All right, quartering deleted his YouTube channel with old podcast bearing. Okay, this is the one. How many fucking channels does this dude have? Quartering deleted his YouTube channel with old podcasts with Barry and Count Dankula. He's now saying he was false flagged when not only is here no evidence he was flagged, but we can see if someone was banned. He was tired of people using clips from there to felt him, but everything is archived already, Jer. This is such a bad situation, bro. This is an unbelievable situation. It's just crazy. This is not going to help you out, quartering. Nobody's going to have sympathy for you. God. The 1A train says more evidence commies suck. From 2020 to 2024, 892 companies fled the state of New York, adding up to an estimated $47 billion in tax revenue. Oh, and pulp free, creamy PB, grape jelly, snake eyes, and Britney are the right answers. Damn, he covered all of it right there. Damn. Master of None says quartering deleted his own channel, tagged you in a meme post. JDT says prime Kamala or prime Hillary. Okay, bro. We were having a good time. We were memeing. We were laughing. There was good conversation. And you got to come in here and ask this question. And clearly the answer is prime Hillary. It just is, okay? Prime Hillary is the right answer. End of discussion. Ministry of Wrong Things says Orange Man Bad. Little Orphan Funkhauser says check Jeremy's latest retweet. What a fig. All right, let's see here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. MAGA Mike. I just gave up on Jeremy from D-Day Cobra after he reacted to my super chat asking if Chrissy May will be kicked off FNT, where he basically said it depends on what she says tomorrow. I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. This is discussing these people have went increasingly fucking mad over the last month. So that's where MAGA Mike has turned on me. Well, there you have it. It was kind of clear that MAGA Mike was very, very like he was moving towards going anti me anyway. So there you have it right there. So Little Orphan Funkhauser says check Jeremy's latest retweet. What a fig. So that's the one you were talking about right there. So MAGA Mike's mad. Am I going to be on Flashcast? I kind of want to. I might. So there you have it. So my goodness, man. Emotional women are going to be emotional women. So, but it lines up. Quartering lies, and then quartering supporters lie. That's pretty much how it goes. You should. Madam Savvy is still here. Be on Flashcast. It's going to be a wild Flashcast, man. It's going to be a wild one. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I decide to show up. He's closing out. What the fuck does that mean? Why are you saying it like that? You don't know that I'm ending the show. Maybe I'm not ending the show. Wait, what are we talking about again? There might be a class action lawsuit. I wouldn't go there. So there. I just went ahead and liked MAGA Mike's tweet. So let's see here. Hang on. Oh, I can't reply? Why can't I reply? And MAGA Mike, you're still following me too, brother. You're still following me. By the way, MAGA Mike, if you think quartering is a true Trump supporter. Ooh. I mean, I think you're going to find out pretty soon that your boy quartering is not a real Trump supporter. I think you'll find that out pretty quickly. If you go back, quartering only started caring about Trump when it became profitable to care about Trump. Okay? That's the truth. You'll find that out the hard way. But yeah, he only cared about Trump when it became profitable. Just like he only cared about Star Wars when it became profitable, just like he cared about Marvel. And he told you that Google Trends is how he gets his content. He straight up said that the only way he makes content is based on Google Trends. I have never looked at Google Trends to make content ever. That is such an amazing self-own where he's basically like, I only make content based on Google Trends. It's like, holy fuck. That's what you make content on? Okay. Chuck says, need to see more butts. Prime Cindy Crawford says, yes, I just aged myself. I don't give an F. Prime Cindy Crawford was great. So, remember the good old days when it was profitable and it was just Ann Coulter. Jeremy needs help wrapping it up. I mean, we still got 15 minutes before Flashcast. Isn't that where Flashcast starts in 15 minutes? I think. So, but yeah, man. It's going to be a wild and crazy Flashcast. I think Britney Venti is supposed to be on. I know Flash is going to be going ham. That'll be fun. And then the Rumble exclusive part, that'll be even better. So yeah, this whole thing with him removing his channel is obviously that he removed his channel. Hey, what is this right here? I know we're shifting it for a minute, but President Trump just posted a video of Comey saying he randomly found the 8647 seashells on a beach, with Comey denying he arranged them. If the DOJ has evidence Comey made up this story, and it's very possible they do, this guy's in very bad shape. Uh-oh.
Is this Instagram?
Instagram.
You
yes.
grammed this. You were walking down the beach. What happened? You were walking down the beach and you saw this on the beach?
Yeah, my wife and I, Patrice, were walking on the beach and saw those numbers in shells on the beach. And
you didn't do this. Somebody else did this.
Yeah, somebody else did it. We were on a walk preparing for this week, the rollout of my book.
Yep.
She looked at it and said, why'd someone put their address in the sand?
All right.
And then we stood at it trying to figure, looked at it, trying to figure out what it was. And she'd long been a server in restaurants. And she said, you know what I think it is?
Yeah.
I think it's a reference to restaurants when you would 86 something in a restaurant.
Right, it's off the menu.
Yeah. I said, no, I remember when I was a kid, you'd say 86 to get out of a place. This place stinks, let's 86 it.
Right. I was a bartender. You would 86 a customer if they were getting drunk. Like, let's 86 them. Let's like give them a low proof alcohol or something like that. Yeah.
And so I said, I think it's a clever political message. And she said, you should take a picture of it. I said, sure. And then she said, you should Instagram that. And boom.
Jeez. Well, there you have it right there. Comey could be in more hot water, and I hope he is. Time will tell. I mean, these people keep doing this to themselves over and over again. This guy clearly did not want Trump to be reelected. He was very much anti-Trump because he knew what was going to happen if Trump got back in office. And Comey is panicked because he is finally about to face accountability. There you have it right there. So don't drop the soap, Comey. That is correct. Let me see. Standing by Bad Jer is basically like standing with Boogie 2988 at this point. Honestly, that is a crazy take that is very much on point. That is very much on point. Wow. Speed Force says, I told Britney Venti to get on Flashcast, sent her a super on her stream. Yeah, I was watching her earlier. I think she might be on. We'll see. So, but it's gonna be an interesting show to say the least. Stormbreaker, you know what? We're not ending right now. So Stormbreaker, I'm gonna do it for you right now. Stormbreaker wants the YMCA intro. So here we go.
Yourself off the ground. I said, young man, 'cause you're in a new town. There's no need to be unhappy, young man. There's a place you can go. I said, young man, when you're short on your dough, you can stay there. And I'm sure you will find many ways to have a good time. It's fun to stay at the
There we go. There's for you, Stormbreaker. There you go. There you go. Hayden Wayne says, try not to. The fuck are you doing, Hayden Wayne? I was going to read this whole thing. Try not to glow. Jeremy super chatted himself to take a crap. Not really. Hang on, I gotta move this back. What the hell is Hayden Wayne even sending me right now? Thank you, Hayden Wayne. You're just mad because you've lost every debate tonight with the chat. I understand that one, okay? But thank you. Try not to glow times 10. There you have it. Thank you, Hayden Wayne. This is your brain on pulp. Yes, thank you. Exactly. All right, let's see here. Got another tweet that I got to look at real quick. Hang on. Oh no. All right, it's getting better. It's getting better. Hayden Wayne, thank you. Bering just dropped some tweets about the quartering. I'll get back to this in a minute here, Hayden. Bering just dropped some tweets. I don't like releasing DMs, but when you take down 7 years of my content without warning while claiming you're a good boy and would never censor anyone, you can get fucked, the quartering. Holy shit. MAGA Mike, I hope you're feeling good about your boy right now. Throughout this whole shit show, which you've started, I've tried to be fair. You just took off the gloves, so I will too. This is from April 30th. Lol, I hope 60K views was worth it. Do you not think the video was fair? I didn't watch it. The fact that it was even made was wild. 10 years of friendship equals 60K views. I would love to signal boost your wife's channel getting demonetized. I really hope she gets it back, but I can't. I can't because I'm the wrong voice now. Yeah, I think you should watch it, mate. Pass. The same reason I didn't make the video on what is that channel? What is? I gotta hang on. Because of the X, I can't see it. There we go. The same reason I didn't make any videos on Kylo's divorce and all the wild accusations against him, even defending him, would have been bringing more light to garbage in his life. You 100% have the right to make the video. Cool. But you were basically the last person I expected to try to profit off this. Now I get to embrace the villain character, which is much easier. I wish you the best, man. Seriously, not ironically. Now I'm just going to do all the shit people accuse me of because it literally doesn't matter. My viewers don't give a fuck about 20 years ago internet culture. What the hell is wrong with this dude, man? And he says, if I wanted to profit off of it, I would have made a bunch of videos from the moment this kicked off. I waited until I spoke to both sides and released a very measured statement because I was being dragged into this. You weren't being dragged into Dank's divorce. I didn't bring any personal stuff into my video. In fact, I stated that I was staying out of it from the probably beginning peripheral drama. You really should watch the video before you get all pissy about it, man. This is a friend of his for 10 years, Bering. People that have known this guy personally for 10 years are done with his bullshit. This is the quartering right here. But everybody else is wrong, guys. Everybody else is wrong. Everybody else is wrong. The quartering's the only one that's right. Every single person is wrong. He's the only one that is right. Well, him and Melanie Mack. How did we simultaneously get banned from YouTube and Rumble? The quartering. So he mass deleted all these videos because he was getting clipped. And so he mass deleted him off Rumble and YouTube, and again lied to his own audience, just like he lied about Friday Night Tights today, just like he's lying right now. He's retweeting lies about me because I gave plenty of context as to why Chrissy's response is important, and it has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with Gary. It has nothing to do with any of us. It has to do with the audience, and it has to do with every creator on this platform. That's why her response is important. Not because I need her to have an opinion, not because she needs to denounce an individual that I don't like, because she needs to make it right with the fucking audience that she spent hours disrespecting. That's why her response is important. Not about me. It's about the people. You don't fuck with the internet. You don't disrespect the internet. You don't tell them that you don't know what they're talking about when you clearly do. And that's what this is about. There's more. Hang on. Let me Jeremy the Quartering just deleted all content from the TISM podcast channel, which he co-hosted with Count Dankula and myself. Not privated, not unlisted, deleted without so much as a heads up to his co-host. It was never a huge podcast, but it had a loyal audience that stuck with us for 7 years. For a period of time, we went live from midnight to 2 a.m. My time, catered to the mostly U.S. audience. It was a love of the game podcast. Now it's erased from history because Jeremy can't handle online banter. You get what you fucking deserve. Oof. Holy crap. Yeah, this is getting crazy. So that's why he put the tweet out. So he didn't put the tweet out to put an acknowledgement of it. He put the tweet out because Bering was calling him out on it. So he had to address it. I'm assuming. Hang on just a minute. Hang on. Yep, that's right. Because look at the timestamp here. Bering puts this tweet out at 8:32. Bering puts this tweet out at 8:32 p.m. Quartering addresses it at 9:52. So the Quartering's not actively putting this information out there. He was forced to put this information out there because Bering put this tweet out. That's why he did it. He wasn't proactively going, hey guys, this thing happened to my channel and I need you to know about it. No. Holy shit. This is fucking wild. Got that one. Hey, Eric K, over on Rumble with America Man's 50, if you still have it, I want to, because it's about a Tucker Carlson topic. So the next CobraCast, I actually want to address his. So if you, well, I'll take a picture of it now, but if you have access to take a picture of that one, because I want to cover his super chat on a future podcast. So, wow, this is getting wild right now. So that's why he addressed it, not because he was like, hey guys, look, this has happened. Please follow me on Rumble. Yeah, this is some good shit, man. This is some real good stuff. Shows you exactly who you're dealing with. Okay. So right here, and I don't know if I want to, I've got to look into this. So I am not going to make a, all right, hang on. I'm going to highlight something that I don't have a lot of knowledge on right now, but I have been tagged in it, and I'm going to have to look into this more. More evidence of Chrissy Mayer's flagging history. This is this first set is from Misery Clips, and the other is from Divinity Said. Chrissy was able to get away with these because the channels are Secker and Dabbleverse adjacent, therefore likely beneath the notice of Nerdrotic and D-Day Cobra. So I got to look into this stuff right here. I'll do some more research on that, but that ain't good. That ain't good. Not at all. Oh no, new lore. Just again, man, this is welcome to the fucking internet. Be honest and transparent. That's all you got to do, brothers. Okay? Just be honest. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does dumb shit. It happens. Own it, accept it, and don't disrespect the fucking audience. Because I promise you, when you think you're smarter than the fucking internet, the internet will humble the fuck out of you. They will always humble you. They will always find something on you. Stop acting like you're better. You're not. You're not better than the internet. You're not smarter than the internet. And the internet will prove that every fucking time. Favorite tag team of all time. Mine is the British Bulldogs. Met Davey Boy Smith and DK when they used to wrestle for Stampede Wrestling when I was a kid. Favorite tag team is it's the default because I don't know of another one that even comes close, but it's Road Warriors Legion of Doom. You know what I mean? So it's the Road Warriors. The Road Warriors were the fucking coolest people ever back in the day. And of course, Legion of Doom. I like Demolition. I like the Midnight Express. Dudley Boys were awesome. Rock and Roll Express was awesome. But yeah. But good stuff right there. Neromoto says, this reminds me, as a veteran observer of skeptic community, it was wars about 10 years ago. It's Miller time. Fantastic Knox says, can we do a special beard of shame for the quartering? A pig Bennis says, this isn't going away anytime soon. No, it's not. Forest Beyond the Tree says, the binge model or weekly model? Greatest tag team ever. Xavier Woods and Brad Maddox. Yes, sir. Oh boy. Nullface says, so glad I unsubbed from this forced cream pie of a channel months ago. F that Lardo. 199 IDOTS rule. Thank you. And again, thank you, Hayden Wayne. I'm not glowy. I'm not going to say things in the chat that a glowy would say when it comes to Comey. That's what you meant. Got you. Okay. There we have it. We have the full context here right now. Okay. So let me see if there's anything else popping off at the moment, because holy shit, man. So Quartering responded to Barry. Hang on. I fully approve all re-uploads. I don't know what the issue is, but yes, re-upload. Come on, man. What are we doing? What in the hell is happening? This has got to be the greatest downfall I have ever seen. Now that Trump sucks 1,000 Ds, it's time for internet gossip. Oh, you think we're done with Trump, motherfucker? You think we're done with Trump? Are you kidding me?
To call Biden a criminal. Why is that? He is a criminal. He's a criminal. He got caught, read his laptop, and you know who's a criminal? You're a criminal for not reporting it. You are a criminal for not reporting it. Let me tell you something. Joe Biden is a criminal, and he's been a criminal for a long time, and you're a criminal in the media for not reporting it. Good luck, everybody. Have a good...
Probably equal. Jeremy doesn't read chat confirmed. Goodness, man. It just doesn't stop. It just doesn't. None of this stops. Oh boy. Sir, Savvy is aware. Savvy is aware of the drama now. I know she's been in my chat all night, but I'm just saying. Savvy is now aware of the drama. Oh boy, you don't want that autism. Or she says, Bering felted quartering here. Honestly, what a snake move by Jer after how cool Bering has been with him over the years. This is also instantly proved that no one flagged him. We didn't need proof to know that he was lying, but more confirmation is always nice. Goodness. Oh my God. I can't believe it. I'm just reading more updates here and there. We got like lawsuits dropping. We got channels being deleted. We got reports of it being mass flagged on YouTube, but now it was being depleted on Rumble. What is happening right now, man? I just don't get it. I don't understand how this is happening. I mean, I thought this could die down, but it's not dying down at all. It's actually getting worse. Let's see. I'm just trying to catch up with stuff. I apologize. Let's see. Chris for 45.47. Let's freaking go. This stream will never end. Tax. The never ending stream. Never ending story is a great movie, by the way. No way. My whole feed is the quartering. My whole fucking feed. So now we've got, what is this? It's still showing I'm subbed. This channel is not available. So weird. If it was flagged, it would say for policy violations. Quartering thinks he can delete stuff and cry victim. He thinks everyone is as dumb as him. If a channel was taken down by YouTube for policy violations, it would say that. It wouldn't say, like, in most cases. Now, to be fair, and I want to qualify this, YouTube's AI is crazy, okay? So there could be a different situation now, but almost every time that I have seen a YouTube channel taken down by YouTube, it says that it was taken down. If you take the channel down, if you delete videos, it says, you know, that the video is unavailable. It says specifically, it says video was removed by the uploader. But when a channel is taken down, it usually says this channel has been removed for violations. So I don't know, man. The fireball is hitting hard tonight. Boy, my response to him is aging very well. That's my response to him earlier. That is 100% what's going on, man. Bottles up, quartering. Quartering just, it's Miller time, baby. Let's see here. The most you can have says Bering just released DMs and them quartering admits to flagging. It's all burning down. Yes, it is. Cap JPS says the quartering is at a 10 on the FAFO chart and he won't stop till he passes 100. Phil says third rule of the internet, never upset Madam Savvy or Laura Loomer. The Gam Man says this makes Jack Murphy look like Mother Teresa. Fuck. Damn. You know it. I am the liquor. That's right. Goodness. I didn't even know if I was going to go live tonight. You guys have been absolutely insane. And again, thank you whether you're on Rumble, whether you're on Kick, or whether you're on YouTube. Because I will tell you right now, following me on those platforms, very appreciated right now, because the situation with the YouTube AI is scary, to say the least. It's very, very scary. And I don't know what the hell's going to happen on any given day right now. I have no idea. So make sure you're following on Rumble and on Kick. This isn't live. No, this isn't live. This is actually, I'm AI right now. I've basically trained my AI to respond to the live chat. That's how advanced AI is. It's one of the most advanced AIs we've ever seen. So Drunk 3PO in the chat and says, shout out to the snake pit. Look at that. Look at that. The chat is pre-recorded. I didn't really want anybody to know that, but yes, the chat is pre-recorded. I basically only have comments that are praising me. And I don't want anyone saying anything mean about me at all. So if you guys could just, maybe just do that, I would appreciate it. Thank you for your attention. We are all bots. Let's see here. There ain't no way that's real, Jay. What you just sent me, there's no fucking way. There's no way, Jay. There's no way. Jay, there's no way. Can I show it, Jay? Holy fuck. Can I show it? Yes. Jay had a gaming stream tonight. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you guys know, like, we talk about super chats and all this stuff, and it's not often that I'm jealous. It's not often that I'm jealous of another channel's super chats. Our boy Drunk 3PO cleaned up tonight on super chats. I mean, this is crazy. So this is what Jay pulled on his gaming stream tonight, okay? Drunk 3PO pulling the dollars, man. Like, damn. I can't believe that. Jay, leave some money for the rest of us, brother, okay? Like, leave some money for the rest of us. The fuck, man? I mean, I'm having my channel monetized again. Woo! Good stuff. He needs to beg more. Certainly. Poor J-Tax. Key says, channel under attack tax. Thank you. Copy that, says Jackson. Thank you. The one A-Train says, this channel and chat community is phenomenal. And I mean that in the most hetero way possible. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I got it caught up here. The Jim Reaper says there's always a bigger fish. That is true. Captain JPS says the quarter. Oh, I got that one. Narco says YouTube's AI is crazy. Missed a perfect time to end the stream. Fig. Disinfected Scientist says have to downgrade to the nickeling to the pennying. BMC says I could tell this was AI. You left the beauty filter on. Damn it. Busted again. Philip says poor J-Tax. Gandalf Sweaty Balrog says J3PO just became J$1 PO. Resilient says, or is Resilient, I'm sorry. I think we need to bring back the Beard of Shame quarter pounder version. Anyway, I too thought quartering was an upstanding gay at once. You mean gay at one point, but I was very wrong. I've learned terms that I didn't want to know. Yeah, that's pretty much where I am as well. You know, again, we all get fooled. Happens to the best of us. So thank you for the 20. Drunk 3PO with 99 cents. Thank you. Bubba Doom says, I love Jay. No Deardo. Look at there. Look at there. Beardo of shame. Flashcast is starting. You know, he has about 3-hour intros though. So I'll go over there. I'll go over there. He's got like these fucking 3-hour fucking intros, man. So isn't he using Rumble Studio? How the fuck does that even work with Rumble Studio now? I've never used Rumble Studio ever. I don't even know how that fucking works. If this is true, which it isn't, he deleted it himself. Isn't he now an admitted ban evader on YouTube? Playing real retarded games, Jer. Ooh, that's a good point. That's a very, very good point. So he's a ban evader now. This just keeps getting better and better and better. Wow. And yeah, he did. He's admitting to flagging channels. So, hey, by the way, this video, this is the most I've actually talked about him on a stream. Might want to make sure you're following on Rumble and Kick because I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. I don't know what's going to happen. Deers in the chat. Oranges and deers in the chat. That's what we need. BJ says, what are the really big dogs for? Let me know, chat. You guys are insane. Yes, I am going to join Flashcast. I am. Absolutely. I don't know how long I'll be on, but I will. And yeah, he's losing. Let's see. Wait. Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He just quote tweeted himself. Looks like this was 100% my fault. I was not clear on videos I wanted my editor to delete. I am working to... Oh, my God. I am working to restore what I can. I will give the boys all the episodes of TISM, I guess, TISM, to re-upload 100%. I had just been testing a theory that live streams drag channels down. Dude. Are you fucking kidding me? Again, I will redirect you back to my original response. This is him right now. This dude is drunk as hell. Oh no. You gotta be kidding me, man. Jeez, it is sad. Yep. What up, QBG? Your tweet was on point as well today. I just can't. This is absolutely insane. This is happening. Unbelievable. Not even an hour ago. Yeah, like. And he tried to blame it on false flagging. I'm sure it's totally not false flaggers and just a coincidence. But please take a moment to create a Rumble account and follow the quartering there. And then he quote tweets it. Looks like this is 100% my fault, guys. I was not clear. Wow. That is the most amazing thing, dude. Holy crap. I am laughing, but it's also, listen, I've seen alcohol destroy people in my family. As I've said, I don't drink, never will drink, never will have a sip of alcohol in my life. And there's several reasons for that, but primarily I have seen alcohol and alcohol addiction destroy people that I am close with. I've seen it destroy people that were otherwise very strong and able-bodied people. It will completely destroy you. And so, Yeah. This is exactly what's going on right now. Is this dude is a complete and total alcoholic. And it's sad that this is where he is. This is why when I tried to reach out and have a off the internet discussion with this guy, his response was to block me. He then unblocked me. So, but this is exactly what this is. This guy is a complete and total alcoholic, and he's being anybody that is not calling him out for what he's doing or holding him accountable is just enabling him at this point in time. It's a sad situation. The sad situation that we're seeing. So, let's see here. I'm fucked up and loving this shit, but I drink beer. Maybe live streams drag his channel down. I mean, I think that there's something to that, but that's not really the point here. Goes to show when you're wrong, own it, and try to correct the wrong committed. Yep. Worski said, I think he meant archived. We can blame Fireball for this. Didn't he say he was going to stop drinking like a few weeks ago or something like that? Yikes. Well, there you have it. What are you going to do? 4-hour stream tax will not be a 4-hour stream. Not tonight. Mar Millins here says stream chat grift tax. Missed the last 2 hours, but got you on a post stream. Thank you, Mar Millin. As always, brother. I appreciate it. Did you get that situation worked out with Rumble Wallet? I know you're having issues over there about that. Misery Fun Thing says Alex Jones probably thinks FNT is imploding. Jimmy Ray says, does Bad Jared think the algorithm is why he's hemorrhaging viewers? He's probably blaming it on a lot of different things, sadly, but yeah, probably a lot of different things, unfortunately. Ministry of Wrong Think says, back in the day, 2023, Jeremy did an interview with Amaranth back when the red pill anti-304 stuff was starting. He went in claiming he was arguing against hoes, but ended up completely simping for her and going full, yeah, girl, get that money after she announced her vaginal yeast beer brand live during the interview. I don't know if receipts exist. She hosted it and the VOD is gone. I've seen clips of that. It's wild, but yeah, I have seen clips of that. Ministry of Rum Think says, sorry for the duplicates, lol. No problem, man. Lag says, pass it on to poor J Tax. Thank you. Let's see here. I am. So when I go over there, I'll raid Flashcast and we'll head over there when his 2-hour fucking intro stop. So let me see. He said it to send her. Wait, he said for her to send him some. Yeah, I saw something about that. So Tucker and quartering are the same person. Alec Baldwin's finger. Quartering is the train wreck that keeps on giving it. Sadly, I feel like this is probably going to end in a very bad way. Sadly, that's what I feel like is going to happen. So, I hope not. I genuinely hope that the dude can just get the help that he needs, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. It doesn't seem like that's going to happen at all. Let's see. Okay. All right. And then Charlie says that Savvy, I love you, but your new name is 4chan. All right, guys. Well, if you guys, I don't know if I'll be over there immediately, but I will be over there momentarily over on Flashcast. All this quartering bullshit is going to continue over there, and it's going to be even crazier over there than over here because Flash, Flash does his thing. So I don't know who all is going to be over there, but it will be fun. So hopefully you guys come hang out with us over there. I appreciate it. You guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for the super chats. And I'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.